Praise the Lord. Greetings and salutations to all of our wonderful, wonderful friends all over Jamaica. Listen, this is Dr. John Wayne Manning from Omega Church and Omega Radio. It has always been my dream to
join Pastor Everton Johnson from the Church of God Jamaican Assemblies with the Beam of Light radio program. This and every Sunday morning at 9:30 to 10 a.m. on this station. You don't always have access to a radio? No worries. Download the Omega Radio app wherever apps are found and listen to Omega Radio anytime, day or night. Tell everybody.
Super Center, everything for your home and more.
Whether you are redecorating your home, looking for a gift idea, or simply feel for some retail therapy, Asden Super Center is the place to be. Regal Plaza Kingston and Linston. We have it all. From linens and curtains to appliances and cookware, furniture, rugs, and wall decor. It's everything for your home and more.
Asden Super Center, we're gonna make you smile. Asden Super Center, it's a lifestyle.
Cricket, lovely cricket on Omega Radio as the West Indies battle Australia in 3 test matches. The action starts in the land of flying fish and cuckoo, June 25th. From Barbados, next stop, the Spice Isle Grenada, July 3rd. And the final stop, the land of wood and water, Jamaica, July 12th. Join me, Andrew Mason, as I'll be part of a top-class commentary team. Cricket, lovely cricket, on Omega Radio. You got a date, so don't be late.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion.
All right, greetings and salutations, and welcome once again to the Sports Desk. The name is Orville.
Yeah, the name is Christopher Matthews. Good afternoon to you and good afternoon to the great listeners of Omega Radio.
Yeah, man, big up to all of you. And there's no other way to start than a discussion on West Indies cricket. Lots of things will spiral from the loss in the second test. Of course, there's always some other sports happening. But that second test match loss will generate some discussion for sure. One of them, and I want to start this one very early, is an argument that goes back on this program maybe 15 years about the importance of batting and bowling to win test cricket. Which one more important? People keep telling me, bowling more important. People, you see what we're doing with Australia. The bowling is doing its own. Australia struggling to make 300 runs as the #1 team, and West Indies are the worst team in the world. You know the reason why we can't beat Australia even though we are bowl well?
You're going to beat? We can't go 4 days.
Can't go 4 days. There you go. Because although the bowlers are doing their job, we are not batting well. Australia is bowling. Australia and us are, you could say, we're toe-to-toe today in the bowling department. But Australia is finding a way to grind out runs. Mm-hmm. You need to do both. When me bowl you out for 20 people, me now win the game yet. Me have to now make 21. Me have to out-bat you as well. Anyway, me open on there. Wyan Mulder, you heard about that? The South African who decided that no.
Respect Brian Lara too much.
Yeah. So Zimbabwe versus South Africa in that second test over there in Zimbabwe. South Africa declared their second inning 600 yard for most of 5 or something. And the captain, Wyan Mulder, said, no, we can't break Brian record. It's not fair to cricket. 367 not out. I suspect if it was against a better team, maybe he would go for it. But this is a guy that averages mid-20s in test cricket. After about 20 tests, and I think Bangladesh and Zimbabwe, all of them come from. It's like he said, no, sir. None of this.
No, sir.
So Brian's record remains intact. Then look where Zimbabwe cheap, must 100 and following and then gone 50 for one. So that is being discussed as well. But the other thing that is being discussed come closer to home. The test match starts in 5 days.
Yeah, that's Saturday.
Saturday night. And I hear Darren Sammy, and I hear seeing it on other blogs, people wondering if the lights will be ready at Savannah Park, because that would be a major embarrassment. If it
Yeah, because I understand that the
doesn't
process
happen.
hasn't been completed yet. They still need to have some checks done.
All right. So we have no less a personality than the president. All right. We have a call. We'll call the president in the meeting.
Yeah.
Call the president, no, man? Yeah. We take the call. We're going to talk to the JCA president about the lights, because we're hearing some murmurs that it may or may not be ready. We take the first call, though. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Mount Salem.
Yeah, yes. So many things happening in sports over the weekend. But no way to start than the West Indies, Mr. Higgins.
Yeah.
So, more ask, well, Zidane can chime in too. But let me ask, Mr. Higgins, the two test matches so far, would you say West Indies was competitive in both test matches so far?
For the first 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
2 or 3 days?
Yeah.
For the first 2 days in both games.
But the first game, in 3 days.
Yeah, both games ended in 3 days.
Yeah,
So I'm saying for the first 2 days they were highly
Answer the
competitive.
question directly. That's the reason why I ask.
Yeah, man, the first 2 days they were highly.
Would you say they were competitive?
Yeah, the first 2 days of each game.
You still but
Then you
you
make.
still say, I'm talking about all right.
When
The game
overall,
ended. All right, hold on.
no.
The
If you're talking,
game ended.
no, man. If you're saying overall, if they were competitive, then the answer to that is no,
Why?
because they get blown away in the second innings with the bat.
It is a fact that they get blown away.
Yeah, that's the difference. The Australians in their second innings far outplayed us with the bat relative to our second innings with the bat.
But a three compartments make a cricket game in a Zidane. That means. But hold on. By the way, maybe you want Mr. Higgins say first.
All right, so if you're talking about overall, we were badly outplayed.
Yes.
But if you're talking about different stages of the game.
No, but when they analyze it, when they analyze the game, you know, analyze different stages of the game.
No, man, you
So
can't.
I'm saying when you analyze the overall game, while you can say them they were blown away in the second innings of both games in their batting. When you look on the other facets of the game, you can't look and say they were blown away altogether. Yes, you can say that for the
What's the
batting,
question? The question is whether we were competitive. That is what you're asking.
Yes. Were
And
we
I'm saying
competitive after the game ended? After the game ended, were we competitive?
And I'm saying we were competitive for the first parts of both game, but by the time the game ended, the margin of victory was wide.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
comfortable.
the man, but
No, but saying that, man. You're playing a football match, and after 80 minutes, we have Brazil 0-0. But them end up beat with 3-0. You could say, boy, if it's 80 minutes, we have them, but a 3-0 margin.
Yeah, but the class came
you
through,
would still say, boy, Brazil, that were, it depends on how you look at it.
Well, I look at it. We were competitive right up until we bat in our second innings.
Well,
Our second innings batting is nothing to write home about. But other than that, we were in the game right.
You know, I said the same thing we are saying.
No, man, you don't answer that. Right? You don't say.
Yo, call the president.
They were.
Say them on Monday. We now start.
Yeah, but they were saying the exact same thing that you just said, actually.
Too early in the week for start with Abraham Minister. We have said them competitive up to a point.
Yeah.
And you have said them competitive up to them second innings. I think we have said something different.
Yeah, but because you say when you analyze the game itself, you're going to say them not competitive because them blow us.
I said that we will say that we were competitive up to a point. But when you look at the margin of victory, 130 runs and
within 3 days.
Yeah, that's why the Australians were imposed a huge win. I same thing as what I'm saying.
All right. So the other thing is, I want to take on the Baggio theory with regards to this game. So I look on something, Mr. Higgins. While the bowlers did really well, but if if we had a relatively good spinner, just to give Alex Carey and a couple of the others string partnership later on, anything could have happened. You know? That's why I said to Baggio. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying to Baggio that having that spinning option in terms of our cricket. I'm not saying we don't have to play the fast bowlers because obviously our fast bowlers is better than the spinners. But you know some aspects of the game. Cause we're 120 yards for 5.
Listen, man, we're not going to long cheat. You see, when we played Bangladesh out here out of Savannah Park last time, Bangladesh beat we. You know what type of attack we had? The same like now. 4 pace plus Greaves. Bangladesh beat we. We don't hear nobody talk about that, you know. So we played basically 5 pace against Bangladesh at Savannah and lost the game. You see, when we play a spinner and lose the game, Baggio and him friends all over the media. What we did in that game here today, we played 5 pace basically and lost the game again. We know here say a pace is the answer when we are lose with the pace attack, you know. But when we lose the first test where Warwican play, who was grossly underbowled, we say Warwican are the problem. Well, we dropped Warwican. We played 5 pace, we still lost. Bangladesh, so the last 2 times we played a full pace attack in the Caribbean, we lose both games. Bangladesh at Savannah Park last year and against Australia yesterday. 5 fast bowlers. Because Greaves is a proper medium fast option. We lost both times. But make we pick a spinner as we did with Warwican at the first test. And guess what? Warwican get dropped. And we go back to what we think worked for we and we lose worse.
So right now if and the same game yesterday, Mr. Higgins, let's say if a Multi and Warwican and Cornwall did play, instead of cheer them fast ball, you wouldn't hear the end of it.
We wouldn't hear the end of it. We would hear say, see there, if we go back to we fast ball, we identity. Well, see we identity there. We get liquid. Bangladesh Upper Savannah Park win the first time they never win. It was we identity we go back to, you know. 5 fast bowlers. I was there covering the game. But we have very short memories when it comes to the fast bowlers or the batsmen. But Craig Brathwaite look like he can't scratch him shoe size. But him play 2 tests. Carty look like him forget how to bat. Him play 2 tests, probably will play the 3rd. Mm-hmm. John Campbell get starts and decides, boy, I may bat too long and just throw it where they will play. Make a spinner have 1 bad game. The man bowl 8 overs in the game. Total for 18 runs and got dropped. The spinners don't get the same chance like the batsman and the bowler.
The fact of the matter is, the last thing before me go, is we are focused on this and that. But the biggest problem we have is the batting, and that is clear. The batting we need to fit in there because Craig Brathwaite game should be under more pressure now.
Him gone after this one. If him not do something in the Jamaican game, I think he's gone.
Yes, now give me next story, Zidane.
If Jamaica, which I think he will, and then give nothing, I think him gone.
I think so. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I think it touch and go whether he will.
We play the Jamaica game because it's been a while since he has been up and down and struggling.
But that's what I tell you. Craig got 100 tests, and although him is with best statistical batsman in terms of average, a whole heap of time during that stretch that Craig can get dropped.
Yeah.
Wholly Shea hope them get 38 test match with a 20-yard average. Which spinner you know are going to get 38 game and not perform? That's all I've been saying over the years. Treat them the same way where you treat the fast bowler them and the batsman them. Treat them the same way. We don't do that. So John, 2 years out in the wilderness. Come back, scratch some runs, straight back in the team with the same errors. And John will probably go on to play who knows how many more games. Warwican, 19 wickets in him last test. Come back in the first test, bowl 8 over for 18. Didn't bowl the first innings. Not to be seen or heard from. That is a joke.
Why it appears that they didn't even really want to play him in that first game. But
because Rascal get the ball before him.
Yeah, because we don't look away on them. So we could squeeze him for the first game. And then because he only bowled 8 overs.
But then again, why make him vice captain? Because we think that was a joke to him. Because we know that there are certain games that the vice captain won't play. They're not going to play Warwican in all conditions unless they grab 5 wickets every time he plays. So that was another joke. But we're going to take the break. Hopefully, we talk to the JCA president about the lights at Sabina because there have been some concerns about it when we come back after.
Paul, I need help with my vehicle cost this year. It's going through the roof. You think I should call Keith?
You're mad. Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price boat here too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage. Yeah, man. So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say yeah, man to Hawk Tracker from Hawkeye. Call us at 926 Hawk. Conditions apply.
At the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service, we are driven by service excellence. Visit mof.gov.jm for more info. The time by the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service is
14 minutes after 1.
Jamaica, your favorite gospel show on television, the Jamaica Gospel Star, is now on TVJ. God's people on the move. Tune in for powerful performances to lift your spirit and move your soul. 10 finalists, 4 elimination rounds. When the dust settles, only one will be left standing as the 2025 Jamaica Gospel Star. Sundays, 8 p.m. on TVJ, starting July 6th. Powered by Sagicor, building trust one generation at a time.
You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so as I was saying, after that post-match press conference, I heard Darren Sammy expressing the hope that all will be well regarding the lights, and I know that one or two other people from far and wide have expressed concerns as well. Locally, we've also heard some concerns. And the man to set the record straight as to whether we are ready for that day-night game coming this weekend is Dr. Donovan Bennett. Joins us right now, the president of the JCA. Hi, Doc, how you doing?
I'm all right, Orville. Before we start, I listened to your previous conversations, and I didn't hear any mention about the pitch. The pitches, I think, were horrible. They were not up to test standard. And any team batting last on wickets, kind of wicket like that, had it up against themselves. So I think that needs to be a part of the conversation. And as we speak, we're trying here to ensure that.
Hold on, Doc. You're breaking up.
Saturday morning in Jamaica,
Say that again, Doc. You break up a little while ago.
I'm about the wickets in Grenada and in Barbados. And that needs to be a part of any conversation as far as the results of the game are concerned, right? True. Because batting last on a track like that, you're always up against it,
Especially we lost both toss and ended up batting last both times.
And that was intentional by the Australians.
Right.
Yeah, it didn't help.
Right. No, it didn't help us at all. So that is a part of the conversation. But going forward, there was a program on another radio station day before yesterday where a lady who has no credible source of information came out and made the announcement that the lights were a problem at Sabina Park. And that certainly is mischief-making. It is not true. We did the rough focusing on the lights, and having done that, there were a few dark spots on the field. Now, the suppliers of the lights from England, they are now here in Jamaica. They came in last night, and as we speak, they are at Sabina Park doing the final focusing of the lights. So by tomorrow evening, all those spots will be off the field because, they brought a laser beam with them, which apparently is what you need to do really proper focusing. So the laser beam is now being used, and the expectation is that by tomorrow, because they started working 8 o'clock this morning, they'll work until 10 o'clock tonight. And they'll do the same tomorrow, Tuesday. They'll start at 8 a.m. and they'll work until 10 o'clock in the night. And their expectation is that by tomorrow night, all those areas will be out. We don't have a problem with the illumination of the field. As a matter of fact, in some areas of the field, the light readings, certainly the wicket area, the entire wicket area, the the requirement is 2,500 looms, and we are at 3,700 looms. We are way above normal. It's too bright, I mean, to be honest with you. So it's just a matter of doing some refocusing to reduce some of the bright light in certain areas and to focus it into certain areas that are not up to scratch. That is all we need to do. And the only area that is not up to scratch now is an area in front of the Kingston Cricket Club stand that we aim to illuminate properly. It's about 1,000 now, and by tonight we should have it up to 1,800, which is a requirement, and we should be okay. So the expectation is that with the English being here with their laser, the expectation is that by tomorrow the entire field will be up to where we want it to be.
Who will determine that the process has been completed and that officially we will be playing a day-night fixture come Saturday at Sabina Park?
No, well, we are playing a day-night fixture. That hasn't changed because we were quite confident at once that we would not be up to scratch until the English got here. We tried to get the English, who are the suppliers of the lights, to come here a little bit earlier, but they couldn't come before yesterday, which, it's cutting it a little bit tight. But the fact of the matter is that they are confident that tomorrow they will be able to shift the light from areas that have too much illumination to the areas that are down. So I have no doubt that by tomorrow we'll be up and ready and ready to go. All right?
Yeah. Okay. Will both teams get a chance to practice on the lights between now and Friday night? The game is Saturday.
Practicing, tomorrow night they start on Thursday. No, they practice on the lights on Thursday. There's a game at Sabina. There's a game at Sabina that the folks at Kingston Cricket Club have organized for tomorrow night, and then on Thursday night the two teams will practice on the lights. So we have no doubt that by tomorrow night everything will be, the focusing will be okay. And like I said before, it is not a matter of the illumination. It's a matter of spreading the illumination to areas that are a little bit down, because some areas have too much light and some areas have a little bit too little. So that's what we need to do. All right?
All right, Doc, we hear you. You said the two teams. When do the two teams arrive in Jamaica?
The two teams arrive in Jamaica tomorrow at 3:30.
Tomorrow at 3:30. That's Tuesday. And you said they'll get a chance to practice on the lights on Thursday night.
On Thursday, because they just finished a game. They usually take a day off to rest and stuff, and so I think on Thursday they'll be practicing again. I know on Thursday they'll be practicing.
What about the rest of
Sabina Park on the lights?
What about the rest of Sabina Park? Because I know lights is one thing, but what about the readiness of the facility itself to host international test?
The facility is ready. There's been a lot of upgrades. The scoreboard is going through its final testing as we speak. All right, because the scoreboard is now up and it's being turned on this morning, and final tests are being done on the scoreboard. The players area that was a little bit below standard, we have stripped it down. We have recarpeted, and courts will be moving in the required furniture either this afternoon or tomorrow morning. So when you come, you will see a difference of Sabina Park, I'm sure.
All right. Now, one last thing. People remember that we did not host a World Cup game at Sabina Park, and part of the problem was that the powers that be felt that it was too expensive to renovate Sabina Park. I think, 300 million or 400, depending on who you talk to. People want to know.
I don't know where some of those figures came from,
Right. Yeah. But people want to know the renovation of the park, including the lights and the scoreboard, plus the general renovation. At whose cost and how did you manage to make this happen?
Yeah, we got some funding from the government. We got significant funding from the government of India. They in fact gave us a scoreboard that is worth $1 million US, and they are here doing the installation as we speak. So it's a matter of the government, the Indians, and then we actually went out and got funding for ourselves also, because a lot of the boxes, which is a significant source of income to us, was completely run down. So we had to fix those up. So we completed the Georgia, all the boxes in the Georgia stand. As a matter of fact, all the boxes now that were unrented in the Georgia list and have now been rented for this much short-term rental. And there's still a lot of demand for boxes short rental, and they're hoping to get a couple more going before the game so we can have them rented. The ticket sales have been surprisingly good. I don't know if the results of the last game will dampen the momentum, but up to yesterday we had sold 5,000 tickets for the test match.
Interesting.
Yeah, wonderful.
You said that the Jamaican government would have made some input in renovating the park. Are you at liberty, Doc, to say how significant is this government contribution?
No, well, they actually gave us $75 million to buy the lighting and to install the lighting. That is the government's contribution.
75 million Jamaican. Interesting.
Yeah, 75 million Jamaican dollars. Yeah, right. Yeah.
All right, Doc. Well, from time to time, between now and then, if there's any information that you feel you would want to disseminate to the public regarding these, not just a test match, but T20s as well, feel free to give me a shot.
Yes. Okay, fine. Thank you, Orville.
Yes,
thanks for your time. All right. Good. Thanks.
All right. So, 75 million from the government.
That nice, man.
Well, me not go about that one. Me not go about that so much.
Yes.
I'll leave it right there. With that 70 odd mil from the Jamaican government. At least one caller. I hope he's listening.
Yeah, I think he is.
He is. Make we go back online.
Hello.
Yeah, gentlemen, how you doing?
Good afternoon. This is JC.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Or better yet, the rubbish talker.
No, you don't always talk.
Yeah, you don't always talk.
But last Friday, it wasn't your best car.
Right. Well, you know what I was thinking, Orville? When you don't understand something,
What was he talking about?
You mustn't necessarily say it's rubbish.
No, man, I was understanding very well on Friday. I can't remember. What was it again?
Yeah, that the umpire signaling that the ball is going down.
Because, affect the people have chance to review. Yeah, that was straight. Not rational.
Rubbish, right.
Yeah, man, straight.
Well, it was very interesting because it was said to be rubbish. I spoke to 4 people who played national. 1 of those played test cricket. Only 1 took your side, even though, and I can't give the names, but even though they took your side, I didn't call it rubbish. And you know why I did it?
No.
You'd have Steve Smith is still your favorite batsman, right?
My favorite, or the person I think is the best in the business, right?
I thought it was both, but Lara is your favorite, but you just have him as...
Lara is my favorite batsman to watch.
Right.
Yeah, Steve Smith. If I had to pick one man in the last 20 years to bat for my life, I choose Steve Smith.
Good. You know, that during the commentary, about 20 minutes before tea on the 3rd day, do you remember a conversation that the team was having, saying one needs ice now because he's most upset that Steve Smith keeps telling the world and the opposition whether the ball is high. This one, he held the bat up in the air to signify he played it, so it could not be LB.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure the point you're making.
I'm going to tell you, because they were arguing almost exactly what I was saying. The West Indies team were about to huddle and didn't bother with the review because they trust Steve Smith. That if he said he played it, then the appeal for an LB would be null and void.
You know how many times I see batsman signaling that them play the ball and an umpire still
right,
come out?
but it depends who.
It don't matter who about.
It does matter because you are. I'm not saying it is an end all and you must believe. But when there are many reviews that they're not 100%, they're probably 55%.
Not 100% to who?
Because of the desperation, they're going to go for the review.
I don't understand anything you're saying at all. This call is no better than Friday. You're still rambling.
That's right. So it's still rubbish. Okay.
Yes.
But listen carefully. If you are appealing for an LBW, and it is close, marginal, the umpire said not out, you are now going to review it. if you feel confident that the batsman played it because he said he played it, and it's a level of Steve Smith, would you then still ask for the review?
I'm not going to not ask for the review based on what Steve Smith said.
Right.
If
and
me think you didn't play it, no matter who you are, my boss.
Because that is you.
No, but that's the reason for the review, though, you know, because you think
this, man.
you are right and the others getting it wrong. That's
If me the on the field, I think you never edge the ball. You think when you say you edge it, it matter to me?
You're not going to care what the opponent said, though, David.
Come on,
no,
David,
but no, you have to come on, because why were they arguing? If
why were who
anybody else would have heard what was going on.
That don't affect
that's
me.
Exactly what the commentator was saying.
No, sir, you misunderstand. As a fielding team, if I feel that the batsman was dead, it doesn't matter what.
And you heard what I said.
It no matter what the batsman says or
you
does.
are not 100% sure.
One second, man, and everybody say, yeah, man, dead. They're going to review.
It's not the batsman's reaction that are going to determine whether or not
when they come together, they decide to listen, you look like him touch it in there. They're going to say, no, I'm not touch it in there. If they all come together and say, I don't see a touch, they're going to review my ball.
Simple.
It's not the opponent them going to determine, or the umpire them going to determine if them review or not. No, go so David, man.
David, you're bramble.
Come on.
You're Bramble Friday, you're Brambler.
Yeah, that's why you see five of them come together and they have discussions and then they make decisions.
They usually, you say if the wicket keeper, somebody can trust them to keep.
Keeper.
It can go down.
Yeah.
Thing. It's not what the batsman has signaled, man.
None at all.
Or what the umpire do. David, you're Bramble as you. We take the break. We hope we get less Bramble calls when we come back.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jm. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
We're in the hurricane season and the hottest time of the year. But no worries, Lanco has you covered. By the way, you're covered with Lanco Cool Guard or Urethanizer roof coating yet? Use Lanco roof coatings to waterproof your roof and also benefit from a cooler home with our advanced Thermoflex technology. Get 10 to 20% discount on Lanco Urethanizer and Cool Guard roof coating island-wide this hurricane season. Lanco, your waterproofing expert.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Arsenal Sporting Director Andre Berta has held face-to-face talks with Sporting in Portugal as the Premier League club moved closer towards a deal for striker Victor Gyökeres. BBC Sports revealed last Thursday that the Gunners had accelerated their interest in the Sweden international as their well-documented search for a new centre-forward reaches a climax. And well-placed sources have indicated that the process saw Berta flying to Portugal, the capital, towards the end of last week for key discussions with Sporting counterparts over a deal that could be worth around £70 million. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich Financing.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
We go back online. 615-2841. Try those numbers.
Hello.
No, it's still Robert Speaker.
Okay.
Oh, David.
Your final minute, yes.
Right. So I was saying that what you should do is probably take some other views, get to some cricketers, because you are assuming that every review, the team, including the captain, is 100% sure of the review.
Nobody's 100% sure,
Not
man.
the case.
David,
No, but
nobody's 100% sure of anything. You disagree?
All right. They may not be even 60%.
All right,
but that is why they're deciding whether they're going to review or
when
not.
the teams review, David, they think the umpire got it wrong. When they decide to
Yes,
review,
right.
But you're never.
And I am
they know
saying-
they could be wrong, but it's when they believe they are confident
Yes,
that listen, the umpire got it
but
wrong.
I'm saying not in every case. Because if the umpire is signaling with his finger, it's going down.
No,
like,
but they already believe
they
that.
might
No,
thi-
no,
they
but,
might,
but
they
David,
may, it might tilt
but David,
the
it doesn't.
decision
But
to not
the reason
review.
why the umpire give it not out because I think it go down, but the reason why me review is because I think he get it wrong.
No,
so it don't
man.
matter when signal.
But that is when you
Alright,
are sure.
David,
There
without
are times
hold on,
it is
David.
marginal.
Alright, David, let me tell you why you're not making any sense. Even though the umpire signaling that it's going down, the fact that he gave it not out, it means that he's saying that everything didn't come together for it to be out. So you will disagree and review. You even have a signal down or up or whatever.
No,
if you look at it and say,
if it is close,
listen,
it
no,
can be a
if the wicket
deciding
keep
factor.
when they say wicket keeper waiting, bowler waiting,
And
say,
remember,
dead.
you try get this in your head because you don't know the cricket as much as Orville, even though Orville is failing here. A ball going down leg does not usually have the debate in the view. That's it in the review, It's not a ball going down leg.
You're wrong again, David.
No, I'm not wrong.
There are many a times when the
going down leg, that is usually where the debate is.
Yes,
it's
David.
For
the umpire.
LBW, whether it's going to hit the stumps or not, but it is usually midland leg or high.
There are
if
times.
It is high, that is the
David,
time.
there are times when the umpire will not give you out because they think the ball like a slide pass leg stump. What nonsense are you talking?
Well, I tell you what nonsense I'm talking. Why not check others and see
I don't
how
need to, David. You are the
nonsensical
only.
it is?
Nobody at all will agree with you. Give me the names and don't invent some imaginary man that agrees with you. Nobody at all that play cricket will talk the rubbish that you're talking. Oh, we have
All right. So, well, check some of them. Check
I don't
and you
need to,
might be
David, man.
surprised.
Don't invent anybody. Tell them to call me. Nobody will play cricket will agree with you on this. None at all.
What
If
about
not-
Zenith Fowler? You want to call him?
No, man, Zenith that Dubai. And they wouldn't agree with that nonsense.
But we have you could check him.
No, man, I know the
Anyway,
level.
I forgot, guys. I forgot.
Yeah,
So we'll
this-
talk.
Yeah, man. Why David said that, man?
Strange.
So nobody gets, there's a debate as to whether it's a miss. You know, that is probably one of the most common things why the umpire choose not to give you out.
it's sliding down.
Is whether I think it a slide on the leg stump. Come on, I lick you outside half. And not regular something that and the umpire say, boy, I know him think it a go down. If me think it now go down, me I go review.
Yeah.
It don't matter what the umpire do.
say. Because whether him signal or not, you think him say.
I don't me think him a go.
Yeah, don't it a
Because
go.
the man a flick and get licked pan the stump. Well, the only decision of the umpire is that did it pitch outside leg or it a slide down leg. And him shake him head. Me know say, I think him think it a slide down. If it obvious it pitcher, umpire me disagree with you, bro.
Yeah, review.
All of him said, gentlemen, I think this is sliding past leg. And me believe that one you're not slide
As long
past
as
leg.
them you say it now slide,
Yeah,
they
me
will
not
review,
man.
no matter where umpire say.
David Bramberton. Can't Bramberton. Anyway, back on line. Hello.
Yeah, man.
Where you say correction?
Well, line that's all I forget, man.
You know it.
My God. Oh, sir. Anyway, oh, man, oh, now go.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Not too bad, sir.
Now, I want to ask you something. Regarding these 2 test matches that I've just concluded, eh?
Mm-hmm.
If you were to ask someone what they thought of the test match, and they said that West Indies was blown away in both test matches, would that person be wrong?
No. They were beaten very comfortably.
Explain that. Please.
They lost.
When you say
They
were
lost
beaten
twice
very
within 3 days, my boss.
By 100 runs 4 times.
4 times. That Australia were comfortable over the 3 days.
How much runs win them get to that?
I think 130. I think 130 and 150. Those were the margins of victory, which is huge.
You know a man who said them watch cricket. I watch cricket for years. and them know the cricket. Somebody said to them, say, West Indies was blown away and the man, a debate. Tooth and nail to West Indies was not blown away.
That's why I'm calling and asking them questions earlier on. Mount, let me get that one there wrong, man.
Brother, how much days a test man supposed to go?
5, my boss.
5?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, then they go down to the wire up on the third day, you know. The early third day. Early third day, the one the question.
Yeah, the man a laugh after the man.
No, why not laugh, Orville?
Yeah.
This man I said, no, the cricket, you know.
I said, we were not blown away.
Nothing about the cricket, you know. And we have to brother the man, we said, we have to say, brother, you watch the cricket. Brother the man, them, 5 days, the cricket last, you know.
Me understand.
The man, them lose back, brother.
Me understand what I said. The fact that we were competitive for a couple of days. But you can still be competitive and still be blown away.
But Orville, we are saying to him, he keeps debating about first innings. Yeah. It's 2 innings. You have to bowl out the man twice.
It's like you have 2 halves.
Yeah,
me whole Jamaica whole reggae boys to nil all at half time.
Yeah.
But get 4 up.
It's with them and blow away. For 90 minutes. Yeah. It's just a halfway point. We were competitive up until the halfway point.
Yeah. The man, they mash you up, man.
Yeah, man.
Brother, the man, they try to tell the man. We do everything to try to explain that to the man. I said, brother, is not regional cricket where you get points for first innings. You know?
Right, yeah.
And a regional cricket where you get points for first innings, you know, brother. This is supposed to be a 5-day test match. It does that negate that we were blown away, even though we were competitive in the first innings?
None of the games, then we not put Australia under no pressure in the second innings. None.
Oh God.
No
man.
pressure.
Oh God. Look on the second.
No, I wouldn't say we never put them on.
When I say no pressure, I mean
no, man, we're talking about
at the chase.
At the chase. By the time we start.
Yeah, when they start.
But in their second innings at the start,
we made it tough. We made it tough for them. Yeah.
No, man, the bowlers.
Yeah, made it tough for them. Yeah.
And that's what we're explaining that, brother, you have to have a complete game. So you can't just be looking at one half of the team.
Yeah,
and that's how we're competitive. But in the overall scheme of the game, we were destroyed. You understand?
Yeah.
The man them get 2 days ago, go down and go drink pina colada and do all sorts of something they never come up to do, brother. When the man should have a son a run down on the pitch.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man, you get beaten within 3 days by 150, 130. You were comprehensively beaten.
Anyway, but now to come over the radio time, I respect you.
You're gone.
All
right. The people who tell me said all you need is great bowling to win Test cricket. It's more important.
The last person who brought that argument to the forefront was Garvey, you know.
Oh,
took you on it, you know.
People you need for can bat for win Test matches just like how you need for can bowl. So when you bowl down Australia for 180, and then Australia come bowl you down for 190, you're not getting no advantage really. Runs you have to put on the board as well. If we had good batsmen in this game, with chances of winning would have improved. You need both. The difference between the two teams in this series, you'd have to say, is Australia's batting from 5 to 7. Between Travis Head, Bill Webster, and Alex Keary, you would say are the difference in other series so far. Both Tapada struggle. Both bowlers, set of bowlers are do well. The reason why Australia beat you by 130 and 150 is the middle order batting of Australia. Back again. Hello.
Oh, go on.
Garvey.
You hear me good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I traverse there, so I don't know if the signal good.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
All right. Hey, Orville, you know, I find peculiar. I totally disagree about the cricket, but I'll get to that in a second. But you know, I find peculiar about Dr. Bennett's call earlier, Orville.
Yeah.
When you mentioned the $300 bill to fix up the place, $300 million bill, he must feel like, where did he get those figures from? Like, was a mystery to it, like it was news to him. Did you pick that up?
No, because what had happened, is that the government had said initially 400 million or 4 million.
Two different bids.
No, there was no bid. And then
I mean two different estimates.
Two different estimates. And then when he had come on, then he said he knew that the park could have been fixed up for far less.
No.
Than what
one
the
was
government was saying.
400 and one was like 300 million.
Yeah, man, but the 300 million was it was not hard and fast either.
Me know, but I mean, even if it was not 300 million, Orville, why would he be acting surprised that those numbers are never bandished about?
Hold the line. Hold the line, Captain. Right on the break. We'll take the break. We're coming.
Are you ready for something mega? Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels 2 promotion. April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Redstrom, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst. Choose Concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart. Best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
Clear your barrels and personal shipments with ease and convenience. Request a customs contactless clearance today through CCP at jca.gov.jm. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
1:46.
Tracy, who you go give on now? You're too fast. Hey, me I got Jotex now for buy up my sugar bun, wine slice, bulla, coffee strip, and marble cake, plus some raisin bread, banana cake, and the best rock cake for the pitney them. Me can't get some? No, go buy your own. Hey.
Jotex Bakery. Visit 20 Gold Street, Kingston, or call 922-5768. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Delivery island-wide. Jotex Bakery. So nice, so right.
Conditions apply.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Garfield, we're back with you.
Yeah. So that did sound kind of peculiar. By the way, he said that it was a lady that was making mischief by saying the lights were not working.
Yeah.
But he basically concurred that they were not working properly either.
No. He was hinting that the lady said she didn't think that the lights would be ready.
Okay, but I mean, there's no guarantee.
But what he's saying, that the issue is not about the lighting, you know, Gav, it's where the light is shining, you know.
Yeah, but it's not working properly. There's still...
No, man, it's them need to adjust it. It's not about it not working properly.
Zidane, the man said people have to come in from England. That means that obviously what you're trying to do it is not them don't know how to do it. That's what he said. Them have to send to some different experts now who have a special... Did you listen to the thing?
Yeah, man, he said the game will be on. It will be a day-night game.
Hold on, boss. Just to where we are. We're not talking about the future. We're talking about where we're at today. The lights are not working properly yet. Mr. Bennett is projecting that based on the work that will be done between now and tomorrow,
the
lights will be working properly. Isn't that a fact of it?
No, I wouldn't describe it like that.
None at all.
All right, what is the fact of it? Are the lights working properly right now?
Yes, they need to just adjust it.
No, it's not.
They are working properly.
Whether they are, no, then if Mr. Bennett just said you have dark spots on the field, how can
it's
you
not
say
a
the
lighting
lights are
issue in
properly?
terms of the light. It's just adjustment issue, my boss.
The lights are working.
You pass me a clown.
No, man, is you disgusting, Garvey, man. Everybody knows.
I ask you a simple question. Are the lights working good today?
Perfectly.
Do the lights need to be worked on some more?
No. They need to be adjusted.
So why are the people out there working? Mr. Bennett just said
because they need to be adjusted in terms of where them shining.
Listen,
it's not a case of the lights not working.
You're not worthy of this, you're not worthy.
All right, my boss.
You're not worthy. Next thing, too.
It's a case of the lights being focused.
Let me switch the topic. You can't ever have a sense of a conversation.
All right, my boss.
Because I just repeated what the man said, and you said those are not facts. All I did was repeat what Mr. Bennett said. And you're going to tell me that's not facts. A man can tell you what's going to happen tomorrow and you say it is going to happen for sure. There's no such thing, sir. Good. No, to the cricket result, Orville.
How come you not talk about the fact that him said the Jamaican government gave him 75 million for the upkeep of the
Okay.
park? You notice
I
that
kind of address that on the text line. You know what I find odd about that, though, Orville? You know what I find funny?
No.
You wanna have a parade and get the government
No, I
no,
no.
But guess what I find funny?
No, but
Guess what I find funny?
hold on, man. I'm saying you talk about the fact that the lights, you delve into the interview, you know, and you pick the interview
3
apart.
days before I give. 3 days before I give, or 4 days before I give.
I am going to make the point.
Funny?
No, I am going to make the point whether you like it or not. Whether while you're on or whether you're off, so might as well make the point. So you delved. You delved into the interview. You said that the light's not working 3 days before, and you are probably well within your right for questioning him something there.
Yeah, man.
Fine. But I'm saying there was also another part of the interview that was significant.
Yes, sir.
Where he said the Jamaican government gave him
$75 million towards the project. You know what I find peculiar about
Garvey did not mention that at all. And I'm not surprised that you didn't.
All right, so hold on, boss. So we are going to give the government credit for the 75 million, right?
No.
You know
I'm just questioning why didn't you choose to mention.
Hold on, boss. May I talk? Can I talk without you just interrupting me?
Go on.
You know what I find peculiar? Well, we needed the 300 million. We heard nothing from the government. This is a fourth of that figure. And what I also found interesting is that the Indian government, who has nothing to do with Jamaican cricket, invested twice as much in this fix-up as the Jamaican government. Can I move on now to my cricket statement, sir?
Go on.
Good. Now you stand by the statement where say West Indies were blown away in the first 2 games, right?
Yeah.
So, Orville, I'm going to factor in 2 things here. You and Zidane said, you said that they were highly competitive in the first 2 days, right?
Of both games, yeah.
That's what you said, right? Orville, didn't you come on radio last week and say you felt that umpiring decisions robbed us?
Yeah, me think so.
So you're not factoring that in the competitive. So what you say? We must overcome all of that and still be, or you don't factor that in at all?
No, man, me factor it in. It doesn't change the fact that we
So
were
why you
blown
never
away.
bring that into your analysis today?
It doesn't.
I
It
say
wouldn't
we were highly competitive, and I truly believe that if not for some very poor umpiring calls, West Indies could have won that
No, man,
game.
then I can say that, but it doesn't change the fact that we
Then
were
why
blown away.
So you can't say we were blown away. The umpire helped teach them away. You said that last week, sir.
No,
you
man,
hold you to your own words. No, the word they use was rob. The umpire helped rob the first game from away. Are we sticking to that?
I
Are you going to change that?
No, man, I agree.
Okay, good. So we were highly competitive the first game, Mr. Higgins.
For the first part.
Correction, you sound like a dummy on the radio.
For the
Next
first
thing,
part.
correction. Me, I'm the giggling hyena correction, little while. Mount Salem, you're absolutely right. Don't listen to them. Next thing, Mr. Higgins.
Yes.
The bowling thing. By the way, I'm riding with my lovely wife, and she's over here laughing. She's laughing. And my daughter is sleeping on the back seat. I don't think she's hearing. Hey, anyway, Mr. Higgins.
Yeah, man.
Next thing. The bowling versus the batting thing, right?
Yes.
While you have a point, part of what Mr. Bennett said was also true. The fact that West Indies had to make these runs on a fourth innings wicket, which basically, by the way, he was sounding. And I mean, he was showing during the game because even the second innings, balls were keeping go shooting through and all that. You saw that, right?
Yes, sir.
So the toss played a very significant part in who won these games. Would you agree, sir?
Yeah.
All right.
Although strangely enough, Rastan said he would also bowl in the second test if he had one.
You know, me not like that brother as a captain.
Which is weird.
Which is our next day. That dude right here has no personality to be a captain. You gotta have personality to be a captain. People, you don't just be the pipe and get people to follow you when they name Vanilla. You have to have some flavor in your thing. You know what I'm saying? All right, next thing now. The final part of me, I said, no, Mr. Higgins. The bowling and versus the batting. You know, say, me not really look on it like, say, a doubt with it. Even though there's clear evidence that West Indies batting needs some upgrade. But outside, I think Australia still has a decided edge in the bowling department because while there's no doubt that Fields and Joseph top notch can match up to the first two bowlers on Australia, I think the third and fourth bowlers, I think the pressure, there was a significant drop off in those guys were not, especially in that third inning of the first match. I think we could have drove home the advantage a little bit more if Joseph, you remember when he kind of ran out of gas that time there?
No, man, you're nitpicking now as to what. All I'm saying is that to win test matches, you need to be able to both out bowl and out bat.
But me no, here why me no downhearted about these results having. All right, couple of reasons. Number one, the poor umpiring decisions played a huge. This could have easily been a 1-1 series, in my opinion. And number two, I truly believe now that with Seals and Joseph, we have a fast bowling duo.
No, but me agree with you. You're talking
so
beside the
team. No, hold on, Mr. Higgins. What me I say to you? You build a team little by little.
Why
right?
are you not addressing the real issue? Do you need batting to win test matches just like how you need bowling?
The man.
Because you are beside the topic and round up your mouth.
Hey,
Big
you
man.
know Australia prove.
That them are out
Australia prove that despite not making 300 runs in any inning, they still win 2 games. So our win is for them.
They bat better than us.
Bowling.
They bat better than we.
Yeah, man. They are go and go cry. Because I know me touch on the can about the light thing, you know. So big up on
No, man, you flop again, man.
All right, Garvey. Big up. All right, so we leave it. We leave out Garvey.
Hey, Garvey, we really trouble him wife for training because him no give it the
dunce. Maybe the Miss Garvey has a positive effect. He was quite civil.
Yes, he was.
Good woman you are, Mrs. Garvey. Keep him calm, see me.
Yes.
All right, what we do now? We go back on. Oh, some YouTube.
Comment.
Text message.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
Garfield Leslie on the YouTube channel says West Indies just cannot bat. I think everybody should realize that by now. Big up the host then. Alti Hilton says poor Mount Salem, very limited. Chevron White says is not bowling is West Indies problem. The problem is we not bat well. Orville bowling is, Carl B says, Orville bowling is not why we lost this test. The quick showed up and delivered. The batters were woeful. Your argument should start and end there, not relitigating spin options. I wasn't relitigating spin options, you know. Because probably, maybe I can understand you not playing a spinner on them kind of pitch. I get it, you know. All me I say is that the spinners don't get the same shelf life when them feel as when batsmen feel. And when the Pacers them feel. That's all me I say. The Anderson Phillip take 1 wicket in the first innings. Didn't take no wicket in the second innings. Chances are he will play the second test. Them something me attack. Look how Cartier feel and Jana feel. And Craig feel. They will still play. We gave a spinner 1 game, didn't bowl a lot, and he must drop. At that me attack. Me now say they don't forget drop when them not deliver, you know. But just treat the batsmen and the fast bowlers the same. Alexi Carvalho, based how we saw West Indies bat, I highly doubt if we should ever bat first. I highly doubt we can even make it before the lights turn on. Somebody said David not going down without a fight. That is when David attacked the crap. And then Carl B says, why would David choose this hill to die on? Man argument makes 0 sense, but the rubbish term triggered him. So he feels compelled to try defend it. All right, so I won't use rubbish. He was not making cricketing sense. All right, we'll leave it right there, so. And music time now.
Take the break. Come back, play the song. Expect to hear from you.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
Omega Radio, in association with the Church of St. Margaret, presents New Every Morning, 10 minutes of inspiration to help you through the day, Mondays through Saturdays at 5:50 a.m. The program comes to you courtesy of KFC. It's finger licking good. The Church of St. Margaret. Visit us on Sundays at 6:30 a.m., Saturdays at 8:15, and Wednesdays at 6:30 a.m. And Quality Equipment Distributors. For all your musical equipment and supplies, contact Quality Equipment and Distributors, located at 4 Courtney Walsh Drive, Kingston 10.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right. Music time brought to you by Edge Campaigns for People Who Dream in Color. This one from two of the stalwarts in reggae music over the years and dancehall, Papa San and Shabba. And it's called Only Jammers. All right, then. So that's Papa San and Shava with one interesting gospel number there. All right, we go back online. The song name Only Jammer. Yeah, man. All right, we go back online. Hello.
Yes, man. Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, Badger the Great.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. That's what I got to have about Badger and friend them, you know. Come let you know when my
Then you and your friend them when we play spinners and we lose, we hear so we have to go back to our identity. When we play with identity and we lose, you go quiet. 5 pace in this game and we lose. When we played Bangladesh, you know, last year, when was it? December? Or early this year, we lost at Savannah Park with the whip identity. No word from you. But when we played a spinner and lose the first test, you come on and you were crowing at the top of a hill, says at the spinner cars if you lose, the night watchman as you call him. Well, we drop the night watchman, play with identity, and we lose horrible ball. I want you to be consistent.
Is that the best you can do?
Yes.
Okay, well, you best get a C minus.
All right, cool.
You understand? Because you, for one, know that there's two facets of cricket. There's batting and there's bowling.
So you never know,
right?
so there's batting and there's bowling when Warwican played in the first test.
Did I blame Warwican for losing the test?
You said see that he wasn't needed. You singled him out when you criticized the team's
Orville,
performance.
you and I, Orville, stop it, man. My God, man, stop it, man. When the good in the morning. You and I say that we needed an extra batsman in the game before the game start.
Why did that batsman have to come at the expense of Warwican?
Mr. Higgins, you and I said that we needed an extra batsman at the start of the game. And all I ask you is that which one of the players you were going to drop?
Anyway.
And you were ifing, anyway, you started. You were ifing and butting and don't know what to say. And then you say, if you drop a reckon, me not a ball. And then when you realize that it go against another argument that you were trying to start, you say you were joking about Warwican. The game went on, Mr. Higgins, and when the game done, you realize that Warwican did not do nothing significantly with neither bat nor ball. Okay? And then I ask you again, look at the game. Which one of them you're really I'm saying one of the opener. After you say you need a batsman, and then say you were joking again. So I can ask you again. We're not going
to get you to understand so them not treat the spinners the same way them treat batsmen and
no. Okay.
Everybody can see that.
All right.
So
I don't know, Mr. Again. And then no. Why are you comparing batting a spinner to a batsman? When it comes on to spinner, we have other options. We have other options that we think and that we know and that we see that is doing better than the spinner, especially on pitches like these. And then no, you run lead that now. And you're going to batsman. Are you trying to tell me that a batsman can be replaced with a spinner? I don't understand what you're trying to say. That
you don't understand.
You don't understand. Explain to me.
I know.
When you say we don't treat the spinner them properly,
I am saying,
and they're going to a batsman.
Shea Hope played 38 test matches with a 25
and when
average.
Shea Hope was doing bad, wasn't he replaced with a batsman, Orville?
He was replaced after 30 odd games, Baggio.
Wasn't he replaced with a batsman, Orville?
The point I'm making, no spinner will play 30 odd games without being dropped.
Because them have another option of bowling can use.
So them now no other body could have picked except Shea Hope when him a fail.
But they pick other person, Mr. Higgins, when they realize they're not going to cut it.
No, they waited 30 odd games. That's the point I'm making.
Yes, and because
when Hodge them play 11 games or 10 games, and that me I talk about. Jermaine Black, when them go through a spell where they can play a year and do nothing. I am saying no spinner in our time can play 2 bad games.
Mr. Higgins, listen to yourself. And
all right,
but we
can't. Everybody
because because they're the batsman that they would have replaced Shea Hope or whoever with may not be better than them. When John was out for 2 years, they replaced John the opener with somebody else. And John came back. You know why John come back and can't come back now? Because he did better than the batsman who replaced him. But what happened to the
You know why John? You know why John came back? You know why John is in the test team?
He did better
Because
than the
John came
batsman
in the
who-
region and dominated.
Yes.
And as a
Thank you very
batsman,
much.
when you would dominate, you get selected.
Yes.
When spinners dominate,
yes.
if they
Continue.
even get selection, they are not given the same leeway to fail.
Because you have other bowlers out there who are doing better than them when they get to the one game.
Badger, you understand what Orville just said?
No, you know.
Because it seems like I couldn't answer something. Because he's saying that they don't get the leeway. He's not saying that they must play 50 games in. He's saying give them the same run they give other players.
That's all, man.
I don't think
Zidane, why should you give a spinner the same run when you have a next batsman out there, a next bowler out there, who's
No,
doing better than
but in
them?
all of the positions, you have that doing a badge.
This bowler when named Anderson Phillip with MP.
Yeah.
Which spinner in the region Anderson Phillip are the better than?
All right, so
Well, then drop Warwickon and then play Anderson Phillip. You want me to tell you what Anderson Phillip's regional record is this year above the spinner them? Don't start me up on that, brother.
All right. So let me ask that question. You finally agree that making Warwickon the vice captain was not such a smart move now then?
I didn't like the move. Because we know that there are games that we know that.
So let me ask you the question again.
I wouldn't make him the vice captain.
Well, I know you finally agree with me then that to make Warwickon the vice captain is a bad move.
But I'm going to tell you why it is a bad move, Badger. Okay. We all know that Warwickon will not get the same leeway.
You tell me why it's a bad move, tell me so you agree with me now.
No, okay. But I'm telling you why it is a bad move. Why pick a vice? Why make a man your vice captain when you're not going to play him?
So first of all, before you tell me why, can't you say, yes, Badger, me agree, it's a bad move?
The reason why it is a bad move, Badger, is because we know that spinners will not get...
He will not say to that.
Then don't I am saying, why make a man a vice captain who we know you're not going to give a long run in the team?
The JC man, remember David name?
Yes.
Dave, I want to understand what you're saying, you see. And let me tell you why. You see, in cricket, we have some batsmen that will walk if they know so them edge the ball also. But not for LB, because you can't know for sure. Yes, you can't know for sure that this might go on to hit the stumps, depending on where you are. You understand? So if you were trying to say that you think Steve Smith is one of those batsmen that walk. So when him say hit it, then you believe that they will trust him. I could have probably understand what you're saying. But Steve Smith is not a walker then. Let me say that. So if you're looking at it through the eyes of Brian Lara and who we know walk, Brian Lara walk, you understand? Then you could have probably make a little bit more. If you not try that, you understand?
Well on, Badger. So Brian Lara is a walker.
Yeah.
And Brian Lara get licking on him foot and indicates him edge the ball. But me, as the captain, not think him edge the ball. What do you think me are going to do?
You are going to review, but what I'm saying, because of who Brian Lara is.
No, Brian Lara, who you is have nothing to do with me. If me think you never edge the ball, you're dead. Come off, I feel.
I know what you're saying. This guy, all I'm trying to say is that maybe I don't know if Dave a traffic go. That because Brian Lara have a reputation of walking. You understand?
No, well, you couldn't be thinking that him going down that road where they mentioned the umpire.
No. Yeah, a batsman not talking.
Yeah, well, he wasn't talking. Well, he was really. But I'm saying but I'm saying you're addressing what David point, and I'm saying David was talking about the umpire influencing man not to review or not.
And a batsman too. No, and he mentioned batsman too.
No, but just bring up Badger. You know the amount of batsmen where indicates to them edge the ball, when not edge no ball.
And by the way, David said you're talking rubbish, Badger.
I try it.
You know the bad David.
Me now make the batsman tell the same edge no ball.
No, David then. Because I thought you were going on the line of batsman can be trusted, David. You understand? And
So-
if it's not the trusted part of the batsman you're talking about, David, then whether you're talking more than rubbish than David. You understand? Because you can't tell me
you trust Australia in the heat of battle for tell us say him
in the heat of battle, David.
And me
You
think you never
understand?
edge it.
Yeah. No, David.
You me we trust you,
Australian.
You me we trust
No,
you.
David.
You say if you
No,
take a
no.
catch and there's no television replay, Mr. Brother, you catch
Yeah.
it. Me I talk one game without TV, like a first class game in the Caribbean. The ball no got the boundary, and I me see a dive round and thing, I don't know whether I touch the ropes. Now we have no replay. We not no TV. And me, as the batsman might say, a 6 or 4, that's a ISS 6. I work with the 6, because there's no, but where me can see, where replay can determine whether or not you out or not, you edge the ball or not. And me think you never edge the ball. Me don't care who you are.
Yeah. Maybe David was coming from the gentleman side of the game. But David, the game is no longer that side. That is why
David's first rubbish was when he said the umpire indicating that it go down leg and him shouldn't do it because
and because of that.
All if the umpire stated out time out. Gentlemen, I'm not giving this one because I think
David,
it's missing leg. If me think the umpire wrong, me a review.
Yeah. Because the umpire, remember, you ask a question, how is that? And the umpire said, in my estimation, it is missing leg.
I mean, I say, in my estimation,
and
you're wrong.
You are going to say, no, umpire, you're wrong. Review. You understand?
Hold the line.
No, I don't want more time.
Okay.
Make that. Done.
All right. We'll take the break.
We're coming back.
The JSC Group, Jamaica Stock Exchange, Jamaica Central Securities Depository Limited, and JCSD Trustee Services, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market for over 45 years. The time by the Jamaica Stock Exchange Group is 2:15.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Jamaica, Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right. Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like a strategy to fulfill your unique destiny on earth? How about a map to help you navigate the twists and turns on your journey of life? Do you, don't you, will you, won't you? If I coax you, would you want to? Don't you want to? Aren't you going to? Oh, come on, you said you would. Hey, this is Everton Thomas, your friend, your bishop, from the Emmanuel Apostolic Church International with headquarters at 12 Site Road in Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm inviting you to join me this and every Friday at 11 a.m. right here on this station for Insights, inspiring conversations for everyday life. That's Insights, Fridays at 11 a.m. God bless you now. Stay awesome.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back on line. Yeah.
Hello.
Driver.
Good afternoon, Driver.
Where you say, big man?
Mr. Higgins. No. Mr. Don't laugh. Hey, don't laugh.
Don't say no more at all, sir.
Where you broadcasting from?
I am at 17 Haining Road at this point in time, sir.
I thought you were broadcasting from out there.
No, not today, sir. Not today.
Yeah, who don't know, right?
Who don't know? I can't say we run into each other. Well, we never run into each other, really, because no running was happening.
You could have run at time.
I could have run. But
you could have walked in.
We could have walked.
You have a call, man.
There we go. So drive out. I'm to see me in the West. I was there. Sunday, people. No, Saturday evening.
Yeah, man.
Under very interesting circumstances. I'll leave it right
Leave it, big man, leave it right there, sir.
Yes,
With
sir.
a big, tell him I said all I can tell you is a 40-foot container, me I push a 40-foot.
Yes,
big
sir.
machine.
Yes,
But leave a part of this, sir.
All right.
That's it right there. Who know. But anyway, I heard you earlier on. I really quickly call about this. Anybody talks about the Zimbabwe South Africa match, is it?
Yeah, man, the youth will decide say it look bad
Well,
for
no.
Brian Lara record.
Listener, I'm so upset with him. Not funny. But anyhow, but earlier on you mentioned about you are the captain would if Lara said go walk. Remember now, if Lara is at the crease, the only way the captain is going to decide whether or not they will go review it unless the captain and Lara is batting. I remember most time.
No, man, me attack as the feeling captain.
Oh, the feeling captain.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But anyway, no.
If Lara say him edge the ball,
right.
and me as the feeling captain think him never edge the ball. No
Yeah.
matter your reputation as a walker or non-walker, me a review, boss.
Review.
Good,
Gotcha.
sir.
Gotcha. But anyhow, Zimbabwe. What are your views? I have my own personal view. I'm a best to the man.
Me rate the man.
Why you rate him?
Because him feel, he know, listen, he believes in him heart that if him broke Brian Lara's record, it would put his legacy where he doesn't think it deserves to be.
But look here.
Beat up like a idiot Zimbabwe bowling.
World record hold.
And broke the icon world record. The man said, no, sir, this is not fair to Brian. Me nah broke Lara record against them.
You said that him, right?
He came out and said that. Him say he couldn't do it. Him say Lara is an icon of the game and the record deserves to stay with him.
Matthew Hayden, you think the same way?
No, Matthew Hayden was doing it against a side that was a little bit better than the Zimbabwe side.
You remember the team? You remember the two bowling attack Lara the two regular against
England.
England. But you remember the bowlers again?
Yeah, man, they were better than this.
They were far better than these.
All right, you know, for me, your legacy is your legacy. All right. We have a problem with that. There's certain things in life, you get only one chance to do it. Because let's contextualize the thing. Two things. One, it's a too-much series against Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
South Africa is already one up in the series.
Yeah.
That's one. Let's contextualize the thing. Number two.
Lunchtime day two. So whole heap of time.
Whole heap of time. You got $600. And the man was batting more than 100 runs per ball.
No, man. 100 runs per 100 balls.
Sorry, per 100 balls. Sorry, man. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that's the correct match. In other words, it was... If
time. In other words, time is not a factor.
Not a factor. And in the context of how him a bat.
20 more ball. Another 6 overs. Record, bro.
I see him think me tell the next virgin this morning.
Yeah.
And you're one up against Zimbabwe.
Yeah, but me I tell you why the man said Lara is too much of an icon for the broken record against them.
May I give you my view on it?
Yeah.
Now, if you ask me, I'm not so sure they're going to get, because remember now they're not playing a whole lot of test match anymore.
Yeah.
So, you're not going to get a chance. You may not get another chance in a lifetime. When we check him age, he's about 27, 28. You mean that I'm not so sure he's going to get that chance again to do it. That's number 4. You remember, let me use Temba Bavuma as an example. So maybe it could be that there was a discussion with the captain, the coaching staff.
He my captain,
I'm the captain.
No. Listen to the man. The captain, which is him, Wayne Mulder, his name is, the captain, the coaching staff and management. They might have a discussion during lunch. I said, boy, don't go for it. Don't do it. Lara, stay there.
Yeah, then can say that all them the decision come down to him.
Yeah, man, but I'm going to, so yeah, it come down to him, you're right. Because I remember in the World Test Champions, Temba Bavuma, remember he had a hamstring pull, remember?
Yeah.
And the management and the coach said not to go out there to bat.
Anyway,
remember?
driver, get to the point, man. So
the point I'm making, the point I'm making is, the man should have gone for it because you might not get a chance anymore.
Him not want to beat Brian Lara record against Zimbabwe. The man feel like he wouldn't be fair to the icon. What's wrong with that? This is a very noble act as far as my concern.
If you ask me,
because you're wasting your talk. Stop talking rubbish.
No, man.
No,
listen.
I don't agree with that.
Why you not say I become a West Indian when Mr. Steve Smith better than Larry?
No.
Why you not say me a West Indian when Mr. Bradman are the biggest thing?
No,
So don't preface your argument by saying me is a West Indian man.
Orville, with the Brian Lara Steve Smith thing, I agree with you because
No. I'm saying why if I was West Indian, if I was thinking as a West Indian, why me wouldn't sound like?
You're not listening.
No, man, don't say that what I'm saying now.
You
have to do with West Indian.
And Lara as an example. You know why? Because the Steve Smith situation, there are the matches there to show.
The man, I tell you, the man is saying Lara is an icon of the game.
You're going to let me finish?
I don't want to break the man record against the liquor side.
Boss man, let me look here. With Will Mola, what we are discussing is an opinion. It's all conjecture. The reality is, Brian Lara stats is there to stand up against Steve Smith. So we can't go to the because I was in
No, but don't say that I'm saying this because I'm a West Indian. At that part there, get to the point when I tell no driver, man. That is one thing with you, Here is where I have a problem with. You said that the reason I'm saying this is because I'm a West Indian. You feel so? Well, you're wrong, boss.
Hold on, it's my opinion.
Well, your opinion wrong.
Lara vis-a-vis Steve Smith is not an opinion.
No, man, it is an opinion.
No, let me repeat. Lara's stats vis-a-vis Steve Smith.
No, Jesus, it is an opinion that Lara or Steve Smith better, my boss. Opinion that.
How come?
Then no opinion, my boss.
How come? Explain how.
I can't take the man them in
the stats is there to show that productivity with Steve
you are saying it's a fact that Steve Smith can back better than Brian Lara.
Then you said that, and it was an opinion, so you use your stats to...
Then no, my opinion, but you don't know what opinion mean.
Opinion how you feel about something, brother.
Then yes. But I did not...
But the facts are there to show that the man produced more than Lara. So you could argue that the man is better.
Ramble Monday today.
Don't take me stupid, man. Not do it.
I am saying, my boss, you are saying that the reason why I disagree with Mulder is because Brian is a West Indian. I don't argue like that, sir.
Orville Higgins, correct me if I'm wrong. Your opinion is based on how you feel about something, not based on fact. Correct?
Yes.
One. Number two, Steve Smith's stat is there to stand up against Lara to say, based on this.
Driver kind of struggling.
He must struggle, man. I'm not driver as usual struggling.
How?
Because you say because Lara is a West Indian, why me
I
support
said
the youth?
Why me feel away then?
I said don't feel away because it's not true.
And I'm saying it's an opinion. Mr. Why me feel away? Because I'm thinking of Wayne Mola, and a struggle. Wayne Mola, if you ask me, should have gone for it because you made
that's a different argument, driver, to say that I support the youth only because Lara is West Indian is a rational mobile.
Opinion.
Don't form that opinion. You know me better than that.
Let me repeat. It's an opinion.
Don't form that opinion of me because you know I don't argue on basis of which country you come from. That's not me.
I can give you another opinion because my opinion is because I want to feel this way sometimes that you're arguing. I agree with you, but sometimes you have question if whether or not you are reasoning away there because of a connection with certain people, how people reason.
My connection with my connection with spinners. Me don't know Rakim Khan from nowhere about. Me never talk to Rakim Khan in my life yet. I spend years a defender, brother. Me don't know Warwick from nowhere. I mean, I say, why you pick the man and only give 8 overs, not the game? What do you driver, man?
I agree with you. I agree with you.
So which connection me have?
Leave it there. My point is, seriously though, I honestly believe that some things you get one chance to do, you go for it, irrespective who else you feel like you want to defend. I believe, my opinion, I believe he should have gone for it. Honestly.
No, me not kill you for say that, you know.
Yes, man.
It's not a bramble thing for say, boy, you get the chance to break Lara record and not block it. Nothing bramble about what you're saying now. It's a reasonable position to hold. All I'm saying is the fact that the youth tell me, Lara is an icon, and if me go broke this, and me I go be the new talk, and me not deserve to be in the same sentence with a man like that against a little attack like this.
So,
I may have to respect that.
I'm going to tone down then.
Yeah.
So you are saying then, when Lara was about to break the world record, where Lara was at in his test career. He deserved to break the record at the time then, basically.
Lara first broke the world record against a side that is far more prominent than the Zimbabwe
Yeah,
side.
man. Yeah, man. On a batting paradise. In Antigua.
Driver,
And
you just
man,
attack and we not come to we not make no sense. You know. I'm saying
no, we are making
this
sense
Mr.
because you are defending. You are giving
No,
the
me not
reason
defend him.
why.
I'm saying I think it was a noble thing to do. If me go and go do it, me wouldn't kill him neither. If him go and say, yo, me I broke this, in fact, me I make 500, he would be well within his right, you know. So me not blame him. All me I say is, when him give the reasons, I say, yo, me lift my hat to you. Me understand.
Yeah, man.
Nothing wrong with that.
I understand his position and yours, you know. I'm saying for me.
Then for you, me not.
My
Hey,
position.
you have a brother when you Michael Clark will make 334.
I'm saying no,
and the side, me not Dan Bradman record.
I remember that too.
Me not understand that, brother. You can't kill a man when a man decides say, me no want to score more than they done in a cricket.
But
Him no want that something upon him.
It doesn't mean I have to agree and say those things.
No, but don't say in position, Bramble. Remember, me not knock your position.
No,
you are not
I
mine.
No, I say I don't agree because
all right.
Mark Taylor name, Mark Taylor, who was it Mark Taylor or Slater?
It was
Matthew.
363. No, man, but he went out to make it 380. But before that, if memory serves me right, it was either Mark Taylor.
No, man, a Sober's record Lara did broken.
No, man, I talk about the guy who was saying one past Bradman. Which one?
No, man, that was Clark.
Michael Clark.
That was Clark.
It was Clark?
Yeah,
so
Michael
right.
Clark.
And if you ask me, there's Ariel Murphy. And this is my personal position. There's certain things you get a chance in life to do one.
Yeah,
but then Michael...
we leave it there, man. You agree? Me not kill him. And you would think I hear that in me. Me not kill him. Me respect him.
Me not say I eat that thing. Me say me not agree.
But hear the record that he will go down with. The highest test score away from home. Big.
Away from home.
Yes.
And
Lara did do it at
number
home.
5.
And Matthew did do it at home.
And number 5 in the position. I think he's number 5.
All right. Make we leave him there.
Lara 400, 365, 3 something.
Yeah, but that's the record is the highest test score made away from home is Mulder. We make it down as Zimbabwe as a South Africa. Big up yourself, you. You're not broke Lara record. I tip my hats off to you. Lara, me say I tweet him. I said,
man, I can tell you Zimbabwe team.
You say Mulder was a big bat.
Yeah.
Mulder averaged 20 at not test cricket, you know. Come on, say no. Me not deserve to have that record.
I mean, I get the chance to do one time, I duck it.
No, that's not Bramble. Why you just say no Bramble? Me understand where you are. All right, leave it there.
Yeah.
We'll come back after that.
Give a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bayway Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
Are you ready for something mega? Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels Tour promotion, April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Red Stripe, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carry Burst Juice Concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart, best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
Super Center, everything for your home and more.
Whether you are redecorating your home, looking for a gift idea, or simply feel for some retail therapy, Asden Super Center is the place to be. Regal Plaza Kingston and Linston. We have it all, from linens and curtains to appliances and cookware, furniture, rugs, and wall decor. It's everything for your home and more.
Asden Super Center, we're gonna make you smile. Asden Super Center, it's a lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we go back online, Miss B. All right. The numbers that are there, 615-2841.
Yeah, we can look at some WhatsApp.
Yeah, Miss B, I could try the WhatsApp page. Ready? In the meantime, call us at 615-2841. Yeah.
Text message.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
Good afternoon, Sports Desk. The choice that cricketer made not to break Brian Lara's record is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of. This man would never play for my team again. Fools. No. That's,
Never play for the team again.
That's extreme now.
Yeah. Is his choice? He didn't put the team in a compromising position.
No, as a matter of fact, by declaring, you could say
speed
that
up the process of trying to get out the other team.
You could say that it was a team decision.
Yeah.
Now, why would you drop the man? That's Bramble. Good afternoon, Sports Desk. Oh, I the same on this. Badger says Michael was only going to break down record, plus Bradman is an Australian. That is more understandable. This man rate Lara too much. All right, so what driver said, what Badger said, Michael never wanted to break Dan Bradman's record as the highest individual scored by an Australian, out of respect for the Dan. And him understand that. But as a South African, the man shouldn't care so much about a West Indian. I mean, not no Bramble. So Garvey has to come out swinging as well. So here's Garvey. While 75 million may seem like it's significant, it is a paltry sum of what is really required to truly fix a binary. Kudos to the Indian government for investing twice as much as our own government into the spruce up. But Dr. Bennett, we know Sabina far from rehabilitated. Driver is a high-level caller most times, but today was atrocious. And then somebody said, good Mount Salem, good try, but better luck next time. I try to make a point about the bowling, but still rambling. All right. Always stay on Miss B, 615-2841. Keep the text coming in to 8280925. And you can keep them on the YouTube pages as well. We'll go back on that.
Hello.
Hello.
Speak, you're on.
When I hear the person,
right, that person hung up and try and call us back. And the gentleman who's saying he has been trying to call us for how many weeks now? 615-2841, 615-2841, or 676-6968. Call through and let your voice be heard.
All right, Miss B, do we try again? Miss B working out the line. 615-2841, 676-6968. Those are your numbers. Man, them say the man a fool. If him did go on, nobody couldn't blame him. But the man said no. Make the record stay with the legend. Me have to lift my hats after him because a lot of people would be thinking themselves. Me understand what the youth has. As a God, me understand. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, man. Who is Andre?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, how you do, Andre?
Yeah. Yes, man. Hats off to Wayne
Mulder.
Mulder.
Mulder. Mulder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mulder, yeah. Yeah, because it knows that, I mean, nobody, probably 50% or more than 50% of the cricket in the world never knew of Mulder prior to this.
Right.
And as I said, that he is average, he's a journeyman cricketer.
He's a 20 average man that cricketer broke the legend record. Man said no, sir.
No, sir, you're not going to do it. And I think he had a talk with his coach, and his coach said probably that would put him on a little bit under pressure.
Yeah.
So I'm glad though.
That sounds like a reasonable point as well. Because no, you are the world record holder in Test cricket,
Yeah. You can't handle that something when that come with.
You're some pressure.
Yeah. But some man wouldn't business still, Because I'm sure he's going to be more famous now. And I think that there are more pluses than minuses if he had gone on to break the record. It would have big of him legacy and him brand and everything. So I don't think he would have a lot to lose, but the man said, boy, no, sir. The boss stay with him record.
And the thing about it, he scored those runs that more than a run a ball,
Yes, the man beat the thing.
Yeah, the man scored, I think, 260 something last night, and he scored 100 runs this morning, so it was really good. Yeah, it was really good,
Ball a beat, man.
Yeah, man.
Boy, I see some of the highlights. I'll me if me run 2 lap could have scratched some against Zimbabwe side.
Yeah, man, I watched a little of it yesterday morning, before, early in the morning, I watched a little of it.
Ordinary bad.
On to the West Indies now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, a very ordinary Zimbabwe team who actually won the toss and invited South Africa to bat. Couldn't understand it at all.
Yeah.
But Yeah, to the West Indies though. I'm not gonna. I'm not. You know that the batting is poor. We know that our cricket is very poor, but I'm not gonna kill them too much though the batting, because I think one of the main problems we have in the West Indies is the state of our pitches.
Yeah,
If you
weren't
realize
great to bat on, to be honest.
Huh?
No, man, the pitches were not easy
No,
to bat
no, neither the pitches. Because up to now, Australia have not scored 300 runs yet in a series,
I think them scored
and
once.
none of their batters have.
Well, let me check.
Huh?
I think they make a 300 one time out of the 4 innings. But let me check.
You sure about that?
I'm not sure, but I think so. I think they did get 300 at one in one of the innings. But it don't matter. The thing is, basically, we have bowled. We have restricted them to lower than we think we would do. So, change the point.
Yeah, and none of their batters have made a century, But I think that the state of our pitches really need to improve in the Caribbean, because we go and blame the batters, yes, but you can't. The pitches, they're not conducive for stroke play for the most part. A lot of them play very slow and low.
No, but guess what we're doing?
Even bounce from day one.
It's not a mistake. We were preparing pitches for our 5 fast bowlers. We were preparing pitches that we think gives us the best chance to bowl out Australia twice, without realizing that any pitch that we can run in and bowl out Australia twice will be wickets where we now can't bat pan neither. That's the mistake we make.
Yeah, and I'm not even talking about this series in particular now, because I've seen the state of pitches over some time now. They have been very slow and low. They're very difficult for stroke play for the most part. So irrespective of who comes here to play, they find it very difficult to score runs at 3 runs per over or more. So we are blaming our batters in the Caribbean that they're struggling, but we contribute as the Cricket West Indies contribute a great deal to that because of the state of
no, but I don't think with us a blame with batsmen. I don't think with us a blame with batsmen for what they're doing in the Caribbean.
No, but I'm only saying that the state of our pitches contribute a great deal.
Yeah, but when them go a foreign pantom
in the Caribbean,
when them go away, I don't like the reason why them average 20 at the cricket are because them not really a dominate no way in them boss. They might scratch your little runs here and there.
What I'm saying, the batting cannot develop because if you don't have pitches for the for batsmen to develop, and we're behind 8 ball.
Well, you think of pitches why we not develop, and me not think of pitches.
No, I'm not saying no. I'm saying that's one of the factors, right?
Well, me not think
I'm not saying that is major thing,
I don't believe that it is the state of me not think pitches have nothing at all to do with the facts that we not bat well. None at all. Because in regional cricket, a 3-century John make last year. Mikhail will make 600 hard runs in a regional cricket why year. Shivnarine Chandapal, boy, I have whole but when they got test cricket, they not make no runs neither.
But wait, all right. When is the last time a match was played and
no, but you're talking about their development. I'm saying regional pitches, not that hard for bat pan. John make 3-century in a regional cricket this year. No? Come back after 2 years and boom, 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 boom. What John do when him see the Australian there? Him not just chip down the wicket and lick ball down. Yeah. I know pitches.
But that's a low, That's a low. But no, I'm not saying the pitches is something, but I'm going to say pitch contributes towards it.
No,
every time you come and play on these pitches.
Andre,
right
me go watch the Sunlight final one year. And then me go watch the Senior Cup final. So we are talking about the 2 best club sides in Jamaica and the 2 best schoolboy sides in Jamaica. Not a god thing wrong with the pitch. Absolute road. I know runs now make. No do the pitch them in the Caribbean. The problem is, you don't know what my problem is. So nobody make me repeat that long repeated thing. I know pitches are problem.
Don't say that nothing is wrong with the pitches in the Caribbean. Of course something's wrong with the pitches in the Caribbean.
You see the days when Brian Lara them come through the pitch them Mr. Pattis na bowl at Sabana Park against Guyana. I'm sorry for you Guyanese man. The wicket them flatter now and easier for bat pan than Sabana Park in the 80s and 90s, my boss. When you go down to Barbados, ball lick off your throat one time. But we used to develop cricketers.
No, but
don't yeah, Trinidad the thing has been square.
Even
I know pitches why we not play well.
At least you had good bounce. Even Sabana Park had bounce. But these days the pitches are so slow and low. And it is an even bounce. You understand? So even though the pitches were quicker then, they were still more suitable for stroke play and for batting.
One of the best batting pitches in the history of the world was Antigua Recreation Ground in the last 20 years. Till they moved from the south and I played on a Viv. Down a border, down a Guyana, nobody can take 20 wickets down a that. So there were at least 2 pitches in the Caribbean when name run struck. Why we never used to dominate cricket with them the time? I know.
No, we were dominating, but at least you have the batters who score some runs. But these pitches we're playing on now, the one in Grenada and the one like in Barbados, you can't get no runs from them because it's too uneven.
The reason why we're not getting no runs from them, my boss, is because we cannot bat. I know the pitch them make we can't bat, you know. A bat we can't bat.
It's more technical, Andre, than anything.
Steve Smith scratch 170 at Planet though. That me I try to tell you.
No, but wait, so wait, the Australians they can't bat.
The Australians, them not as good as the previous Australians, you know. So them are struggle too, you know.
But they're still.
Hold the line. We're coming back after.
All right.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Colombian striker John Duran has joined Fenerbahce on a year-long loan 6 months after moving from Aston Villa to Al Nassr in a £71 million deal. The 21-year-old scored 12 goals in 29 games for Villa last season. Then after joining Al Nassr in January, he found a net 12 times in 18 matches for the Saudi Arabian side. Our club has reached an agreement with both the club and the player for John Duran to join our squad on a year loan, said Fenerbahce in a statement. We wish our player a season of full success under our striped jerseys. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich Financing.
We're in the hurricane season and the hottest time of the year. But no worries, Lanco has you covered. By the way, you're covered with Lanco Cool Guard or Urethanizer roof coating yet? Use Lanco roof coatings to waterproof your roof and also benefit from a cooler home with our advanced Thermoflex technology. Get 10 to 20% discount on Lanco Urethanizer and Cool Guard roof coating island-wide this hurricane season. Lanco, your waterproofing expert.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, Andre, let me just make the point. Jamaica has not produced any test cricketers averaging 40 for how long now. I mean, I think because of Sabina Park pitch forecast. None of that. Hello?
No, we know that the state of cricket is poor now, but I'm going to say that
pitch contributes to that pitch where them grew.
You understand?
Yeah, anyway, go on.
Because, so even last year we went to England and in one innings we make our 400 and something. So, I think with better pitches, I think you'll see the scores being even greater. But not to labor on that anymore. Mm-hmm. In terms of the 11th for the last game, any changes you made?
Brathwaite have to go. If Brathwaite play, he'll be very lucky.
Yeah.
So Brathwaite has to go. I wouldn't be surprised if because you lose the 2 tests already. You have the youth when you Kevlin Anderson with them pick.
Kevlin Anderson.
You might as well give him a game.
Yeah. Of course, I think you should get a game too.
You might. And
I think
me personally believe that you.
Match 3.
Me personally believe what them should have done from the start. You have to bring in Tevin Imlach and drop somebody.
Of course.
Maybe drop Greaves or one of the pace
there. But Greaves, to me, I mean. Yeah, it'll take a wicket here and there, but I don't see the big plus in Greece playing, Might as well play the keeper, Let us play the keeper, our best keeper.
Let me tell you what Greaves has done.
You straighten the batting.
Greaves has taken 5 wickets in the series at 28 apiece. And he's averaging 17 with a bat. Now, you decide whether a man batting in your top 7 who is an occasional bowler, hardly I get the ball. But when he does get the ball, he have the ability to nip out one here and there, and he's not doing it too expensive either. But him is in your top 7, average 17. You decide. It's a question to be asked. Do you keep a man batting in your top 7 where after 2 test matches is taking 2 wickets per test at 28 apiece and being used as a 5th bowling option and averaging 17 with the bat? Now, there may be a case for keeping him, but me think Tevin him lack. Make him come in and feel. He has earned the right.
Yeah, he has earned the right, and it should have been dropped in the first place.
Exactly.
I think our bowling very much covers for itself, so it's just the batting that we need to straighten and the wicket keeping.
I'd be surprised if Carter continues, although God knows, me see him get some working over there.
Hey?
Mr. Carter batting at the second innings.
Really hectares bowling.
Yeah, Mr. Carter batting at the second innings. And some ball from Hazelwood and Stark, a jump off a length, you know. You can't just see Carter in all him life. Never bat not like this from him born, you know.
Never faced.
I'm sorry for you, Mr. Man. Oh,
hey, but tell you something, you know, that Australian attack is one of the best attack where, you know, in Test history, you know. If you look at it, you know.
Without doubt.
Yeah, man. Straight the ball out. At least all 4 bowlers, you know, have taken at least 290 Test wickets, you know.
Yep.
So you don't get there's no point in time where the pressure is easy. You understand?
The one where you can try a thing with is Nathan Lyon when the conditions are suited. When the conditions are not spinning violently, and we're dead with you, you know, but you can. But once something upon it and it has spin, this man got 500 and test wicket at 30 apiece, you know. So him can hold him on, but once conditions suited, you're dead. And the other 3, Lord Jesus. Relentless, brother.
Listen, Cummins not giving no time at all, you know. You see the ball? Listen, Cummins has a special ball in every single match, you know.
Yes.
But you can't unplayable delivery, you know.
Very, very special. I'm sorry for poor Carty. Because watch Carty in his
King.
King is...
And Brandon King get a nice one yesterday, man.
But you know, say King 75, I think, is the top scorer in the series so far. Nobody don't make more than 75 then. He may very well
look
be.
The part, you know?
Yeah, King,
really
King could always batten up, but King is realizing when I tell the man about them T20 man. Yes, if you come lick with some ball, when the thing flat and the thing come on, King come find out say, yes, that T20 something, the brother. I want different something. D5.
Different ball game, man. Different ball game.
With a red thing I run in, with a rough in the thing, and some cracks I woke up. Nobody about tell me about the T20 man there. King is finding out the very hard way.
Yeah, but you know, I think that Sam is contributing towards some of those kill shots being played by the
No, yeah, I want to tell you something.
Because
Andre, I like Sammy.
I think that I think Sammy. I think Sammy is like even like John. First, you know, he's giving John specific instructions. Hey, listen, we want to attack, you know, we want to play some ball.
No. I know that Sammy has said. Let me tell you what Sammy is saying. And Sammy is proving to me that he's a little bit more analytical. People say he's just a vibes coach. The more I listen to Sammy, the more I realize it's not true. Hear what Sammy is saying. Sammy said he checked the last 2 World Championship cycles. That are the 2 year up to now and the 2 year before that. He said West Indies are batting the least amount of overs of the big side. So 60 odd over per dismissal. So teams are bowling out in 60 overs. And he said not only that, but we are scoring at one of the lowest scoring rate per over.
The lowest.
The lowest. There you go.
The
so Sammy has said, listen, we can't be the team where I bat the least overs and I score the slowest at the same time. So make up on the mind, people. If we are going to bat 60 odd overs, then we have to score faster. Or if we can't score faster. No. What Sammy has said, and he's dead right. If we are bat the least amount of overs, which is 65 overs, I think it is, and we have scored the slowest, 2.9. Him said, listen, something has to give. So one of 2 things, gentlemen, is either we are going to still all out in 65 overs, but we are score a little bit quicker. So that means rather than 3 over, we score 4 over. So 4, or we try bat more than 60 overs to 80 overs. Now in Sammy's mind, John Campbell him now going to stand up and bat for too long. So might as well we play a little bit more like with natural self. So it's not like him I tell himself to do this, because he did give them the option. Let us bat longer or score quicker.
Yeah.
So them man and I go back no longer.
Yeah, because if you show up, you're not show up about a little bit out of character, even though you say him approach. Dancing with pitch and so on. You understand?
Because when Shea Hope them but because Shea Hope play test cricket, him only black or lick.
Yeah.
So what
that's true.
That's all Shea Hope in a test cricket, Black, pull out the pretty cover drive. And Sammy I said, brother, if you are go bat 60 over and only black and fire shot, then brother it just might as well we play more shot. So we are gonna get ball out in the same 60 over.
Yeah,
but we're going like a bit more.
Right.
And I understand
what you might see is that when you have better pitches, you might see it come off a little bit more often.
Here I agree with you. When the thing now swing and the thing now seam, we still are gonna lick with too bad.
Yeah.
Which is why
Ratchet to get rid of himself.
Craig look like him not even ready for play cricket. Craig look like something mentally gone. Craig look like I wanted to play 100 tests. All right, so me reach 100 tests. That's it. I would be very surprised if him play down at Sabina next. But let's see.
All right.
Yeah, I'd be surprised though.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Yeah, man. All right, take it easy. Yeah.
You know, so the more I listen to Darren Sammy, the more I realize that there's some method to him. Him not the stark, and he's not the someone with clap and vibes. It's not just that. Darren Sammy says, for example, the 2 test matches when we came back after lunch, the bowling intensity was gone. What is it that in the first session we can ding, 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 and by the time lunch come, is it how we are preparing? I said, but Darren, I like how you sound, I like how you sound. He's a little bit more cerebral than me think. Although I never think him to be the test captain, but the more I listen to him, the more I realize that there's something to him, to the way he reasons. Make me squeeze one more, no?
Yeah.
All right.
Hello?
Watch it, what go on, Zidane?
Yes, we're there, QC.
You know, murder the man. If some people are telling you to say 1 quarter more important than one, that the last quarter more important. All man a murder a mouth sell when you say he will play good night first innings.
We are murder him?
No, but me I say people are say you can play better. The last quarter is more important.
Oh, that is word.
Me not say that.
But me kind of because me love the cricket so much, me kind of sentimental with innings for innings. Personally, me never expect to get 20 wickets every time against Australia. So me would have give them like a credit for that. You understand what I'm saying?
A lot of
me expect Australia to bat 1-time patches.
Yeah.
And if we can bowl out Australia in every test match 2 times, me think the money might improve. Them just need to find a way to be more crafty and find a way not, out themselves in the second innings.
Are they out themselves?
Yeah, man, them out. That's how you mean. Some of the shot the money I played, them out themselves.
Yeah, but you know what Darren Sammy said? When they're not there, they are joke. We still are go get bowled down in a 60 over on average every time against them side there.
Rubbish that, man. Rubbish. You have to be selective in that test cricket. I come to test you.
But him not said enough to be selective. He says 2 things, gentlemen. Let us bat longer. So let us not be all out in 65 over. Can we bat 80 overs? We try that approach with man and try and knuckle down, but them not have the technique for deal with the batting all day.
So them have a technique for lick?
Yeah, them when you talk to John.
You don't need a technique for lick, you just lick.
No man, I'm saying if you should say to John Campbell, what do you think is your best chance to make 40 in a test match? To knuckle down and bat 2 sessions, or to score a runner ball as a man up it? God, what do you think, John?
Brother, but here my thing. Me think they mean 1 man with a knuckle down. That is me.
Which is
you
who?
You can have 6, but in a matter, try find him.
There are none. None of them not there. At 20 of them are averaging at 20 test cricket, brother. The 1 man who can knuckle down is in the worst form of his life, and I Craig. Everybody else in a test cricket don't have that ability.
Them have to go and make them man. Go and look for him.
The 1 man we could have done that roll and then drop him after they didn't get licking him head.
Me all feeding him. Me I go feed him tomorrow. Out the airport. Me all feeding him.
Are you go?
Because of security reasons, me can't tell you what time the people will come.
Well, me know what time they come. The president tell me what time they come.
Me actually work with the baggage team still.
Okay.
So, you understand?
The 1 man that had the temperament to can bat like that get some unfortunate thing, them drop him out of the team and never encourage him to come back. And he's a man where Orville Higgins did work with. Maybe they need to send for me. 38 him still average, better than all of these.
It really matter where I say, I am going to cricket. I have all of my tickets already, even for the T20. I am going to every day. It doesn't matter who win, lose, or draw.
Yeah.
We have to.
All right. So dead up on your head top.
Yeah, man, I have to get them ready from my phone, man.
All right,
sir.
But I need that ticket to go in still, but yeah,
Yeah.
Look more.
All right, cool.
All right.
QC. Big up.
Will we take a break, Mr. B?
Yeah, we're coming back with the music.
Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs, like spikes, high jump equipment, throwing implements, hurdles, not to mention your team tracksuits, running tights, vests, and shorts.
The time by Western Sports, the sports people, is
3 o'clock.
Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like a strategy to fulfill your unique destiny on earth? How about a map to help you navigate the twists and turns on your journey of life? Do you, don't you, will you, won't you? If I coax you, would you want to? Don't you want to? Aren't you going to? Oh, come on, you said you would. Hey, this is Everton Thomas, your friend, your bishop, from the Emmanuel Apostolic Church International with headquarters at 12 Slide Road in Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm inviting you to join me this and every Friday at 11 a.m. right here on this station for Insights, inspiring conversations for everyday life. That's Insights, Fridays at 11 a.m. God bless you now. Stay awesome. Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. It's time for our second musical selection, brought to you by HChem Paints for people who dream in color. This one is from Ryan Mark and Kevin Downswell, Already Done.
Kevin Downswell. I don't know who you are, and I don't know where you are. But God said to tell you, it's already done. My friend, you're coming up. You're coming up.
God is speaking. I see you wondering why me in the midst of your adversity. God is speaking. But if you dare trust in me, I will supply all you need. I will take you over. I will take you over. I will never leave. To you I will cleave. I'm standing right there in the midst of your fear. I will be your brother, man. Stay close to me, my son. It's already done. It's already done. The victory is won. It's already done. I will not die here, even though I cry here. The victory is won. It's already done. Ryan Mark. I have to ask why me, why they took my family. Oh, sometimes I don't feel like running. Keep pressing. Though sometimes you don't feel like pressing. Keep your eyes on me. Will you trust in me? I will be with you to the end. It's already done. It's already done. The victory is won. It's already done. I will not die here, even though I've cried here. The victory is won. It's already done. It's already done. It's already done. The victory is won. No matter what, it's already done. You're gonna get over this. I will not die here. Don't give up. Even though I've cried here. With Christ.
All right, that one was from Kevin Townswell. It's already done. Brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. All right, so we.
I don't understand why West Indians are cost the man. What you cost the man for? Believe me have to rate you. It's like we are play football, people. Let's say the highest score in a football. Let's say in a Manning Cup game is let's say 30 love. And me a coach a team. One like a bug under 40 team where send out some under 14 man. And we can give them 60. Me I say my team, no, sir. It's not necessary for me. Although that probably is a bad example because breaking the world record in a test cricket is a major thing. But the facts of the man say him not do it. Me rate him for it. More than how would I rate him if him go do it. Put it that way then. How we staying on Miss B?
All right. Hello. All right, not quite. You can look at some more YouTube if there's any available.
Or you find YouTube again.
Switch it back on the YouTube there, Nicholas.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. KC Bad Boy said Mount Salem need to understand that he doesn't have to call if he has nothing to say. Stefan Wright, just when I was about to commend Garvey for a more palatable call, we realized the reason for him being subdued. I hope it remains that way for future calls. In other words, I'm Mrs. Garvey, I care wipe subdued. So probably we need Miss the other half for that with him every time him call the radio. Baggio, as usual. Orville, why do you entertain these bramble calls? It only devalue the program. It's hard on the ears. I don't think Baggio was so bad today.
Yeah, not at all.
I don't think Baggio was so bad today. In my arguing point, and at least him did not give me a chance to say something. So no, I'm not going to agree with that. But I've heard Baggio sounding far worse. Somebody has said in the last few weeks he's been more humorous than Bramble. Somebody named the Pulse. I can't see why I would want to dull my shine to make another human continue to shine. It doesn't equal to lack of respect for your icon. And I understand this point of view. Me can understand the man who say, what, me no business with Brian, me I go and go block it. Like you can't vex with that position. But a man who say, no, sir, legend, me not do that to you. Me understand that as well. And then somebody named Carl B again says, me disagree, Hilton. Badger is one of the better callers to the program. Very logical and persuasive contributor. So Badger is having a fan. Me think the modern version of Badger is a little bit better than he was. A few months ago, he was disgusting, Panari. And clearly did allow other forces to drive him. I think Badger, the modern Badger is better. Driver talks like he was the one going for the record. The man is the captain and he declared the innings and gave a noble rationale. So that's Carl B. Barrington da Costa says, Badger wears blindfold when it comes to this topic. What is so hard to understand when someone says the spinners will never get the same amount of chances as a fast bowler or a batsman? Which is all I've been saying. That's all me I say. Drop them when them not perform, but drop Craig too, and drop John them too, and drop Casey Carter them too. Because the batsman out there wait for a chance. Like Tevin Imlach. Like Kevlin Anderson. You get me? Good. Carl B, you run to Badger's defense whenever people call him out for talking nonsense. Are you Badger pretending to be someone else? I will leave it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what you say about those numbers, man?
Great, man. He's a great player. Yeah.
Well, he's not the greatest, huh?
No, I have him number 2.
For real?
Yeah. So not far off.
Yeah. Speaking of number 2, what's going on with the Lakers, man? They making their moves, man.
Well, they brought over the center, DeAndre Ayton, who was at Phoenix and he went to Portland. Talented fella, but you know they complain about him mindset. Sometimes he just shrink and just give up and just decide him not playing a basketball really. But talent-wise, he's one of the best centers in all of basketball. Once his mind is right, then he will be very productive. Does rebound, does defend, and can score. So talent is not an issue.
That's not a bad move. They need a center.
Yeah, man. He's a pretty good center. Now, if they can find a way to get him to play as he was in his initial days at Phoenix, man, then they get themselves a proper center. But there's a big
that lady, Jeannie Buss, she don't own Lakers anymore, huh?
No, man, she sell it to a rich fella. I think he owns the Dodgers. I think he's a majority owner for the Dodgers as well.
Man, that lady's going to be missed by the players, man. The players love that lady. You see the way she take care of her players, man? See the way she took care of Kobe, man? See what she done for LeBron and them, man? Magic love her, too, man.
Mm-hmm.
She going to be missed, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Jeannie, man. That's a sad story because her father, man. Her father was...
long.
Yeah, man.
They own the Lakers since what? Very long.
From in the 70s?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think from in the 70s, man. It might even been before that, huh? But I know
Yeah, man, it's been quite a long time.
Yeah, man, for real. But upon the cricket, Orville, now listening to the cricket, man. Man, they just like Craig yesterday. Craig batting our shades, me I feel laugh. Man, in my opinion, he was trying. He stood out there and faced a couple of balls, but he just couldn't stand up to the bowling. These guys was just bowling some balls, man. Where you see how much time that other batter, not John Campbell for goal. The other batter, man, get licked on the left, licked on the right, man.
Here's the Carty attacking. Poor kid.
Yeah, man.
Sorry for you, Mr.
They beat him up, man. They were scared, man.
But I tell you, could have said Casey, I said, how am I supposed to back them?
Man, all batters, man, they just was, if they was just a little bit braver, one at a time when Craig did there, I tried to hold on, and I said, yes, Craig, go on, hold on, my brother. And he held on for a good little while. You asked me, just too much for me. It was Pepper, man. Pepper coming at them, man.
Yeah, man.
That's the thing with the Australians, man. They ain't going to eat. They relentless, man. I admire them for that, man.
Yeah.
Now, I think the guys tried, man, especially the bowlers, man. Man, I got props for the bowlers, man. You think?
Yeah. Well, at the year so far, I can't come on the radio and not say something brand new, man. I can't think about 5 other callers we should have met that time. We're coming back after the
Jamaica, your favorite gospel show on television, the Jamaica Gospel Star, is now on TVJ. God's people on the move. Tune in for powerful performances to lift your spirit and move your soul. 10 finalists, 4 elimination rounds. When the dust settles, only one will be left standing as the 2025 Jamaica Gospel Star. Sundays, 8 p.m. on TVJ, starting July 6th. Powered by Sagicor, building trust one generation at a time.
Praise the Lord. Greetings and salutations to all of our wonderful, wonderful friends all over Jamaica. Listen, this is Dr. John Wayne Manning from Omega Church and Omega Radio. It has always been my dream to establish community work here in Jamaica. Television, church, humanitarian work here in Jamaica. And as you know, we have been doing the radio since 2022. The time has come that we're calling all helper, kingdom-minded citizens, putting together this team in Jamaica. We're looking for helpers, kingdom-minded helpers, from hospitality, humanitarian, administration, coordination, media for television and radio production. If you're looking for more and you'd like to be a part of this team from Omega Center, Jamaica, I'd like you to give me a call. 876-204-9356. If you'd like to do more, serve more. This is for serious leaders that really, really want to make an impact in the life of our fellow Jamaicans for the Lord Jesus Christ. Text me at that line, and a member of my US team or European team will reach out back to you. Thank you and God bless you. I hope you're ready to serve. Text me at 876-204-9356. A member of my team will reach out to you expeditiously to expedite this help. Omega Center Jamaica, local team invitation. Be a part of it. Let's change Jamaica and make Jamaica great again.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back, and we go online, Miss B. Miss B, so we go back online. Hello.
How y'all doing?
This is Dwight Shatum.
Hey, y'all cool?
Yeah, man.
Yes, indeed.
Is it that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't normally take on Mount Seaton, but why would you say that he was Bramble? You need to explain it for me. The West Indies was competitive for 3/4 of that game, and they were awful in 1/4 of the game. How then do you say that they were totally dominated by Australia?
Yeah, overall they lose by 100 and odd runs in 3 days, my boss.
No. When somebody was totally dominated, the person was dominated.
I don't know why you're adding these words,
No, but that's what you
totally
said.
dominated.
You said that, no, that's what you said. That's what y'all said. Maybe y'all not actually hearing some of the words y'all saying.
All right. So you
That's
think
actually what
the
y'all
game
said.
was it was a competitive game?
It was competitive for 3/4.
No man, he said he's not asking that. He's talking about the game.
It was competitive for 3/4 of the game.
Yeah, but he said he's not.
The West Indies fell apart.
Yeah, man,
in
but
the
he said he's
final.
not. Yeah, man,
listen to
but
me,
no, but
okay?
hold
Don't
on.
try to twist my-
No, but you're saying what everybody's saying already, that we were very competitive.
No.
You're adding
3/4.
No,
for
man, you're adding
3/4
three.
of the
Lord,
game. I do not believe that they were dominated by Australia.
No, but I'm saying to you, don't repeat what everybody is saying. I don't think you're making a point.
But I'm saying something. But you said that they were dominated by Australia.
No,
I'm
man,
saying that no, they were not.
I'm saying everybody's saying that there was large portion of the game where West Indies were very competitive. But I'm saying when it's all said and done, you can't say West Indies was competitive overall, my boss, because the man them beat us by 100 odd runs and within 3 and 4 days.
The scoreline betrayed the competitiveness of the game.
No, man, the scoreline is a reflection of what happened in the game, my boss.
Well, I don't.
So overall, when it's all said and done.
Hey, bossy. Me hear your
So let
point.
me ask you a question.
I don't. No.
Let me ask you a
bossy. Hear me, bossy. Easy now. We can have different points of
view.
view.
Man, I want to ask one question before I run from this point.
I think some of the times, you have to look closely at what
let me ask you a question. If they nil all with you up until 55 minutes in a football game, and they run 55 minutes up and 55 minutes gone, nil all. Me struggle for break it down. 90 minutes gone now and me beat you 4-love. You would say
when
that.
Did you score? When did you score?
After the 55 minutes. How did the goal come after 55 minutes?
No. You can. You would have a better argument with 55 minutes.
All right, 60 minutes.
That's almost a halfway. No, man. If whatever 3/4 is, if you score a bunch of late goals, I would say the scoreline betrayed the level of competition.
No, but it's not late. It's the man out but West Indies in the second.
How the out but West Indies and West Indies had a first innings lead.
No, man, in the second innings, my boss. In the last part of the game, the last part of the game.
But we agree that
they're not similar to the football.
Big man. The score that they set the West
no, man,
Indies
you just kill yourself.
No, we ain't about it. Was to get
I say you just kill yourself with the football. Me kill you, do I? Me done with you. The football example, you kill it. Just admit say.
No, you kill me where?
You just admit say you kill yourself, my boss.
I said 55 minutes is not 3/4 of 90. What you don't get about that? What you don't understand about that? You use an example with 55 minutes. 55 is not 3/4 of 90.
Let me ask you a question.
Bossy. Me and you going to disagree, and I have other points to make. Me and you going to disagree. I don't think you can be that competitive for so much of the game. And it don't matter that the game didn't go for 5 days, because whether the West Indies or Australia win, that game would not have gone.
Yeah, but it wasn't. When you lose within 3-4 days, are you not close to the team, boss? It's not.
But in both teams would have lose within 3-4 games.
All right,
West Indies beat Australia, then would have lose within 3-4 days.
West Indies are that competitive.
Anyway, let me move on. All me I say is, I understand the Mount Salem I come from, and I don't believe the word totally dominate.
What you should use?
So,
what word we should use to describe it?
Let me run on. Before me run on, let me just tell everybody, so on this argument that a certain commentator, they talk about Moti being a should pick in the squad, and I said, big man, it depends on how the tracks will play. Maybe the selectors recognize that the conditions will be totally different from the little few times where conditions favored Moti. And that has turned out to be 100% correct. So the little man who claims him no cricket, who was on the radio talking about Moti that should play, the conditions of the game where we even reached a point where a frontline spinner could not even get a game.
I never said Moti should. I never said Moti.
Hey,
you're telling lie for me again, man. No, but me can't make you say the lie. People are listening. I never said Moti is a must play. Lie.
But I'm going to lay the point in less than 5 seconds.
No, but you lay a lie already.
No, less than 5 seconds.
You said I said Moti should play.
Less than 5. I said the man who said Moti was a should pick in the squad got it 100% wrong.
How me get it wrong?
Time after.
How do I get it wrong when me say him should be in the squad? What's wrong about that?
You say he's a should pick in the squad.
Then what is wrong? How can I be wrong when Mr. somebody should in our squad?
Because the two spinners them when I squad already struggling for game.
No.
One man, two spinners who they did pick struggling to even get it, struggling to even touch the ball.
Tevin Imlak is in the squad.
Not take up the wall of my point.
No, I'm going to make the point. I'm going to make the point.
Just listen to
Big man, you can't stop me from making the point.
No, but just listen to what
I'm saying. Hey,
I'm
I'm going to turn down your mic. You just talk and my time to talk now. Yeah, turn him down. Tevin Imlak is struggling to play. Just like Warwican. But Tevin Imlak is in the squad. So the fact that Warwican get 8 overs in the game does not win you no argument. Turn him up now. Good, sir. Tevin Imlach is in the squad.
Sorry, you thought you actually made a point just now?
I am saying I would argue for Tevin Imlach to be in the squad.
No, big man, you have lost the argument.
Next call.
You agreed at one point
Next
in
call.
time.
Next call. I'm tired of
No,
that.
but how me get next call when I was trying to make a point to Zidane?
I'm tired of you. Next call.
No, why you
It is, I'm tired of you, Carl, because you're not allowing me to talk. No, man, you can't. You're the foot. You're going to allow me to make a point.
To Zidane.
No, but you're making a point. You're calling me liquor man. You're calling me the liquor man on the radio. And now allow me to respond.
No, Orville, you win. Can I talk to Zidane now?
No, that liquor man statement, you have to take back that.
Go again?
You call me the liquor man on the radio. And when the liquor man was...
You don't know cricket. You got it wrong.
Next call. Me can't. You're not take back the liquor man talk.
You can't get vexed. You got it wrong. You got it wrong.
Give me a next call.
You feel it?
The liquor man... You have to give the liquor man a chance to respond when you talk. Give me a next one. Can't take the right. The man make a statement and the liquor man, the liquor man. They make the liquor man respond one at a time. Next guy. Hello.
My time?
Yes.
Bull. Where I say
bull?
Wow.
Yeah, man. And that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
Me sit down here quiet while him talk to Zidane. Now I see a word.
Okay, you know he was coming to you.
Because I know him how come to me. Him coming to me, the liquor man will sit down beside you. I'm say, let me make a point. He can't make me talk. Him just want to come on the radio and just beat me. Brother, make me talk when you talk.
All right, the big guy. You got a chance, the big man.
No, man, you can't call me liquor man too, but you have to make the liquor man respond now. Good, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me just say this, though. Whilst I understand both sides of the argument about if the result can be, if somebody just tell us a team win 4-0,
yeah,
you might think, then get blown away. Right?
There is no such thing as 4-0 when you never get blown away.
No, just finish now, please.
Yeah.
But you can sit and watch the game, and all 4 goals were scored in the last 5 minutes. So you can say, there are terms in commentary. Commentator use it a lot. I'm pretty sure here Zidane use it. The scoreline was flattering.
No, man, it depends on it. Why? What if I must win? Hold on, man. No. Let me tell you why. Because it's not an honest example.
You don't think it was flattering?
No, hold on, man. Let me explain something to you.
All right.
In those scenarios, usually it's a situation where one of the team them must win the game. So if it's nil, if 85 minutes gone and it's nil all, my boss, you I don't think you'll ever see a team losing 4 or 5-0 from there on. If it's a situation where both teams going into the game and they desire the same result.
So you're saying the 4 is a stretch?
Usually in those scenarios when one team need all 3 points and draw can help them, so they might push late and them concede and they could have said, boy, it's a flattering scoreline because one team obviously never need to win, the other one we need to win. There's a push, they must send players forward and then get exposed at the back. In the cricket,
2-0 be a flattering
in the cricket scenario, both West Indies and Australia wanted to win the game.
I'm not against percent now. Can 2-0 be a flattering scoreline?
It depends on the context of the game, boss.
But 2-0, you wouldn't say 2-0 is a dominant victory.
It depends on the context of the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, let me just say this. Whilst I understand, so, the man get beaten in under 4 days.
No, another time, at 1:30, when you lose by 1:30.
I mentioned it a while ago. 100 runs was beaten. Yeah. But when me sit down, because Zidane, you know what I mean, sit down and watch this.
Yeah, man, we were following.
Yeah. When we sit down and watch this cricketer over the couple of days and all I could have watched it for, I did not see West Indies being dominated.
Not in the first 2 days.
Yeah, up until the second innings back.
So
that's why.
Hold on,
but no, when we finish now,
no man, but me hear you. I am saying if me and you are run 800 meter race, and you're dead with me till 700 meter or 650 meters. But in the last 100 meter, I win you by 30 lengths. You weren't. I never had a comprehensive victory against you.
Even though we're doing, I'm saying,
yeah,
you can, even though we're doing it like that, and you're going cross sport. I'm just saying, I understand your point, but when we sit down and watch it,
I understand both points. All right.
Yeah, we never see West Indies get dominated.
All right. Me think it depends, power. If you know want 800 meter race, you're dead with me dead with you. for 700 meters, but now the last 100 I win by 30 meters.
Me blow you away, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Blow you out.
Not because I didn't expect you to be there with me.
Yeah.
Not the end I won handsome.
Yeah, comforted.
And I said I understand each.
You understand each one. All right, hold the line. We're coming back after. It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Wimbledon has made changes to its electronic line calling system to remove the possibility of human error after it was accidentally deactivated in a controversial episode on Sunday. An operator error meant the ball tracking technology was turned off for one game in the fourth round match between Britain's Sonia Kartel and Russia's Astevena Polyakova on center court. Following our review, we have now removed the ability for Hawkeye operators to manually deactivate the ball tracking, the All England Lawn Tennis Club said in a statement to the BBC. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal! Fosrich Financing.
Are you ready for something mega? Spend $6,500 or more before GCT, drop your entry in the box, and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels 2 promotion, April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Restaurant, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst Juice Concentrate. Only at Megamart, locations island-wide. Megamart, best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
Tracy, who you go give on now? You're too fast. Hey, me I got your text now for buy up my sugar bun, wine slice, bulla, coffee strip, and marble cake, plus some raisin bread, banana cake, and the best rock cake for the pitney them. Me can't get some? No, go buy your own. Hey.
Jotex Bakery. Visit 20 Gold Street, Kingston, or call 922-5768. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Delivery island-wide. Jotex Bakery. So nice, so right.
Conditions apply.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, back with your ball.
Yeah, so let me just finish off by just saying, if I go on Google and I look at the score lines, and I see that West Indies lose by 100 and not runs, Australia win by 100 and odd runs, I might think, that game I never did close none at all. And then when I sit and watch the game, it's like a different thing. So it's like what the statistics are basically I tell you, and when you sit and watch it, is two different arguments. So you can understand both sides of the argument.
Yeah, well, we all agree that West Indies was very competitive up until a point.
Until a certain point.
Yeah. All right, no. We can't call and talk about the ball game. Arsenal, no. Looking at this transfer window, if they get their targets, I think...
The dealer look done, man. You're talking about Yacarez?
And I'm talking about...
The dealer not done, man.
I'm talking about Eze as well.
Oh.
Hey. Number 10.
Him can play attacking midfield as well?
Yes, sir. We mean if he can play as well. That's where he plays.
Okay.
So what I see Arteta doing now is that last year when Saka went down, he had no one to replace him. When Odegaard went down, he had no one to replace him. I'm trying to, he basically agree personal terms with the brother left-footed guy from Chelsea, Madueke.
Yes.
And he's trying to get Eze, and he's getting a forward. So whilst I believe, though, that the window for Arsenal passed, there is absolutely no excuse Arteta can give now.
No, man, you're contradicting yourself.
All my countries.
If you think the window,
I believe they won't win, but in the case that he doesn't.
No, if you think the window, has passed,
Bull think the window closed.
then the same man can't think him not no excuse. The window not closed.
Overall, in general, him not no excuse. What excuse him going to find now? Even though me think the window closed.
No, I don't understand what the point you're making. You think the window closed and Arsenal.
And listen why I think the window closed.
No, but
Liverpool.
Yes.
With the addition with Liverpool, man.
So you think Liverpool better than Arsenal?
Clearly better than them.
Then if you think both teams are clearly better than Arsenal, then that's his excuse.
When he loses, no, that can't be an excuse.
You kill yourself, Bull.
No, that can't be an excuse for him.
No, if it is true that Man City and Liverpool, hold on, Bull, man.
It's two different arguments with that.
Bull, if it is
So
true.
you sit down and say, yo, them Liverpool better than him.
No, Bull, man. You can't be making the two same statements, my boss. If you think it's Man City and Liverpool are clearly the better teams than Arsenal, then you can't cuss Arteta if the better teams beat him.
I don't. Listen, did I say me I cuss him?
But
I said, even himself, Arteta don't matter when excuse.
They don't have excuse. Man City and Liverpool better than me, clearly. but I disagree with you, though, Bull. I don't agree that Liverpool and Man City clearly better than Arsenal.
You don't think they're better than us right now?
No, sir.
With the additions the Liverpool make, you don't think. Are we talking if these teams, these additions sinking in? Arsenal won't have to sink in as well.
Yes, because we get the Real Sociedad fellow, who I think is a better defensive midfield player than most in world football.
And he keep the ball well.
Yes, and then you still have your great defensive pairing with Saliba and then you have the two right backs, you have two left side left. Why you talk about ball, man? Right there with Liverpool and Man City.
Liverpool?
Liverpool are the wizard in the middle of the park.
I know them, yes. And them had two flyers now. Two flying wing back, the man now, not Zidane.
But them are clearly better than me, my boss. Even if you think them.
See, that them win the league and they know what it takes to win. They must have Van Dijk, then they come back a face again, you know.
All right, so we shall see.
We shall see. So I think this Premier League season is going to be one for the books. Coming again, I think it's going to be close between these three teams. And if you're a Manchester United fan like I am, you probably don't want to watch the season and not talk.
Good call, Bull.
All right. All right, big up.
Yeah, that was good. Reasonable call.
Yeah, man.
What we say now, Nick? All right, so what time now? 20 odd minutes before the program done. But we see what around a WhatsApp world. A few around here, we can squeeze them. In the meantime, people, there's still 20-something minutes to go. 615-2841 or 676-6968. I could squeeze a few texts now, Nick.
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
It's now time for text messages.
That side of my body
WhatsApp.
was just in pain, and I want to say, since I came on the altar, it's like the pain completely went away.
Wow, that was
would make John and Campbell open. So Craig is feeling at 4. Craig is feeling as a opener. I would keep him. You see me tell about them, man? If it was a spinner, you know, brother. Craig averaged 4 in the series, you know. And Badger not drop it. Badger would just twist round the other for still have it. Make it was a spinner. And we have a batsman named Kevin Anderson in the squad, you know, people. We're not getting no game yet. We have Michael Louis, who is another opening bat who not getting a game yet. And Craig averaged 4 and